Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
From the Auburn Sports Network and Playfly Sports, Auburn baseball is on the air. 25 NCAA tournaments, 8 regional titles, and 6 trips to the College World Series. Exclusive game day coverage begins with the leadoff show. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
This has been a weekend to honor some of Auburn's all-time greats. Last night, Josh Donaldson's jersey joined the likes of Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, Greg Olson, and Tim Hudson on the Wall of Fame. Today, the home radio booth was dedicated in honor of former voice Rod Bramblett. On the playing surface, Auburn baseball has held its graduation ceremonies. And we wrap up the regular season today. Number 4, Auburn. Number 5, Georgia. Good afternoon, and War Eagle from the Rod Bramblett home radio booth at Plainsman Park. With Brad Law and Quinn Burkeen in our Skyview Auburn studio, I'm Andy Burcham. Georgia scored 5 times in the first inning last night. After a pair of 3-run homers, the Bulldogs led 8-2. Auburn fought back to get within 2, but Georgia secured a 9-7 win and the series. Andres Alvarez took the loss. Paul Farley won the game in relief. Zach Brown notched the save. Auburn goes with legacy captain Alex Petrovic today. The redshirt sophomore right-hander is 8-2 with an ERA of 3.15. Georgia counters with Caden Aoki. The graduate right-hander is 8-0 with an ERA of 3.20. When we return, the Butch Thompson pregame report. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
Hey Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Bar Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts, and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with the Butch Thompson pregame report.
Get down to the final game of the regular season. It's already been a special day dedicating the home radio booth in honor of our friend Rod Bramlett. There's been a lot of that this weekend. The Josh Donaldson ceremony last night, graduation ceremonies today for the guys, senior weekend as well.
Man, from that standpoint, it's been amazing to see the program continue to grow, and everybody that puts all this stuff together, it's been amazing. The crowd's been amazing. Rod and Paula, what they absolutely meant to you, to us, our program. We got to start here, but really the whole Auburn family, and for key people to keep that in mind and get to a day like this to honor this in the proper way. I'm fired up for. Josh Donaldson was amazing. I had the honor of standing with a couple of those guys that are on that wall there, and Frank Thomas and Tim Hudson yesterday, and the video from Bo and Greg being here the night before. Of course, he's got to work in our league too. I think he's at A&M this weekend covering that series, but how special that was for Josh and his family, for him to forever be immortalized in this program. The Hall of Fame Club, we're going to start putting people in there every year that's made significant contributions on the field or in other ways. So I'm excited for the future of that and the legacy that'll be built upon that. And yeah, it's just been an amazing journey for our team, and winning these 6 series, and then we're getting checked up this weekend by a very good team that's outplayed us just by a little bit. But, you know, we've kind of given the same effort and everything. We've just, you know, that ball leaving that ballpark, the 2 solos got us in a great pitching game, 2-1, and those guys hit the 2 big home runs yesterday at the start of an outing, which is kind of vulnerable, and at the end of the outing, it's kind of vulnerable there. But competed well, hung in there, tried to fight and claw back in there, and what another exciting day to kind of finish this regular season. So I'm excited to see the boys come out, and I want that same exact effort they've given the last 2 days.
Turn it over to Alex Petrovic, who for the last 6 weeks had been the guy trying to win the rubber game of a series for the Tigers, and today it's to get one, to get that and take some momentum into the SEC tournament.
Absolutely, 100%, and that's probably our favorite guy that we'd like to put out there from the track record of the season is Alex Petrovic. And got a Ryan Hetzler ready to go, and do we pop in Sanders there? Could he throw an inning at the end? Because that might be some training we need for the postseason. And I'm just mindful now. I know everybody, we have every intention of trying to finish strong as we could in our messaging and stuff like that. And I know this is about outcomes and winning ball games, but how we're trying to compete and play is not any different what we've done the last 6 weeks. So, but again, you know, I'm only here and get the opportunity because of outcomes, and that's what this whole thing's about. But this journey and process and stuff, the best we can do is bring that effort again today and try to outplay these guys a little bit. Again, I think there's some way, shape, form, or fashion for this weekend to benefit us moving forward, but we need to finish this to the best of our abilities. And, you know, the goal is to absolutely not just play hard, but to absolutely outplay them today.
We've talked so much about the character and the leadership capabilities of Alex Petrovic. For a pitching guy like yourself, tell me what he has done well for you on the hill. What has he thrown well for you in each of his starts?
Yep. He's leveraged the count, and I can't win. We have absolutely driven these pitchers. You know, a lot of times when you go through different seasons where the rotation changes and things, we've had days change, but the rotation has not. And I just think leveraging counts, we didn't do that as good. We won 13-2 last week, but he did not get ahead in counts as well. Dre, I could see it in his stuff. He was competing the same, but just a few more disadvantage counts. These guys, you know, this is us finishing a regular season, but, you know, Alex hopefully can bounce back and get there, and we can get a little break here going into the tournament, give him another full rest. But I think it's about getting strike one and getting ahead in counts is the whole deal. These guys can swing it at you any way you go, so you might as well get it over with and get right to it and pitch through them, so to speak. But, man, his deal, his biggest strength is he's definitely talented enough to be a 1 or 2 rotation guy in this league. He's pitching game 3. What a huge advantage for our program. It has been. But his connection to his teammates, to his dugout, what he does as far as a teammate, these guys want to score a bazillion runs for him. They want to go make plays for him. You're sitting there watching him pitch, but just know day in and day out what he's done over 3 years being in our program is he's made everybody in here respect him to the highest level. They see him as a main leader, and it's hard for a pitcher to be a leader. 3 of our 4 captains on this team are position players. For a pitcher to lead, it takes somebody really special. And for whatever reason, I got to get him to give me his bullet points of how he's figured that out, because I think it's genuine and real. I don't think there's anything fake about it. And so when he rolls out there, everybody rolls out there as intent for him as they have anybody I've seen since I've been at Auburn.
We've got him today, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
BritBox has the best of British TV, period.
Well, let's get started.
The best mystery, period.
I like a good detective story.
The best romance, period.
This is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
The best drama, period.
Welcome to the grown-up world.
Stream the best British period dramas, including The Lady, inspired by a true story of murder and scandal, and from the world of Jane Austen, the other Bennet sister, only on BritBox. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Bar Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go, Tigers. SeatGeek.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Final game of the regular season. Here's how Georgia lines up. The Bulldogs are 43-11, 23-6 in SEC play. Leadoff hitter is the third baseman Trey Phelps. The catcher Daniel Jackson hits second. Batting third today, the right fielder Jordy Oriach. He had a big day yesterday. He's moved up to third today. Ryan Lujo is the center fielder. He'll bat cleanup. Batting fifth, the second baseman Ryan Wynn. The DH today is Jack Arcamone. He will bat sixth.
Hitting 7th and starting at first base, it's Bryce Callaway. Colby Branch plays short and hits 8th. And getting the start in left field, batting 9th, Cole Johnson. Again for the Bulldogs, Phelps, Jackson, Oriach, Lujo, Wynn, Arcamone, Callaway, Branch, and Johnson. Now for your Auburn Tigers, Butch Thompson's final lineup of the regular season, 35-18 overall, 16-13 against the toughest schedule in the SEC. It is Mason McCrane in right field leading off. Batting and playing second is Chris Rimbert. Chase Fralick catches and hits third. The cleanup man today is the first baseman, Ethan Bingaman. Eric Guevara slides into the 5-hole. He's the third baseman. Batting 6th in left field, Bub Terrell. Logan Gregorio, another start as the DH. He'll bat 7th. Hitting 8th in center field, it's Cade Ballou. And batting 9th at short, Brandon McCrane. Again for the Tigers, it's McCrane, Rimbert, Fralick, Bingaman, Guevara, Terrell, Gregorio, Ballou, and McCrane. Looking for pregame activities? Check out OpelikaUnforgettable.com for stay and play options. Great hotels, breweries, unique restaurants, a distillery, tons of shopping. And don't forget to visit Opelika's historic downtown entertainment district. Next game, pregame in Opelika. It has been a whale of a regular season. Auburn hopes to cap it the right way here this afternoon with a win against Georgia. First pitch comes your way after one final pregame timeout. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Director of the Outlive Campaign, Jackie Pearl.
Last season, we were able to give $350,000 to 12 different cancer support organizations across the state. And I would love to see that grow because there are so many organizations across the state doing so much. But it's a testament to the support that the Auburn family has given both the basketball program in the last decade and the fact that we know cancer touches everyone.
Absolutely.
There's not a person that I know that doesn't have somebody that they know that has not been impacted by cancer. And so it's something everybody can relate to. Sport is a place that brings everybody together. And so in a way, it does kind of go hand in hand.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
First two games of the series meaningless right now. Auburn goes for a win in the series finale with the captain Alex Petrovic on the mound. In left field, Bub Terrell, Cade Ballou in center, Mason McCrane in right. From third to first, it's Eric Guevara, Brandon McCrane, Chris Rimbert, Ethan Bingaman, Chase Fralick behind the plate for Alex Petrovic. His numbers after we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. .6'4", 241, redshirt sophomore right-hander from Cypress, Texas, number 43, Alex Petrovic makes his 14th start of the year. He's 8-2 with a 3.15 ERA, 71 in the third innings, 53 hits, 25 earned runs, 16 walks, and 71 strikeouts. 6 hit batters, 2 wild pitches, opposition hitting .203 against Alex Petrovic in the league. He's 5-2 with a 3.44 ERA, and teams are batting .207 against Auburn's starter for the regular season finale. Phelps, Jackson, and Oriach to face him. We hand it over now for the last time in the regular season to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Georgia 43-11 this season. The SEC champion at 23-6. will be the number 1 seed at the SEC tournament next week in Hoover. Trey Phelps will lead it off against the Auburn starter Alex Petrovic. Phelps 2 for 9 on the weekend, batting .366 this season, 18 homers and 52 runs batted in. Petrovic works off the stretch, and the first pitch to Phelps. Fastball that's in there for strike one. The umpires Derek Malika, the crew chief behind the plate, Hank Himonen at first, Mayhew Edwards at second, and Scott Kennedy down at third. As we wrap up the regular season today. 0-1 pitch to Phelps. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Started him with a fastball, then immediately to the changeup.
Jackson and Oriach to follow for Georgia here in the first. No balls and 2 strikes to Trey Phelps. Here's the pitch. Jammed him. First pitch weather forecast brought to you by Jackson Services. When your comfort quits, Jackson Services shows up. Heating, air, and plumbing done right the first time. Family owned since 1973. Call Jackson Service today and feel the difference. Jackson Services, delivering comfort, creating trust. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Phelps. Stretching the pitch. Line drive into left field. It's down for a base hit. Left it up on an 0-2 pitch, and Phelps is aboard.
Fastball, 3 out of the 4 pitches in the at-bat. And yesterday, what got Andres Alvarez in trouble, when he got ahead, the second strike pitch was often what he came right back to on the very next pitch, and Georgia was ready for it. That's what happened there. Even though Petrovic got ahead with a changeup, Phelps fouled off one fastball. Petro right back to it. Phelps with a hit.
82 degrees at game time. Winds out of the south to southeast at 4 miles an hour. Partly cloudy skies overhead. Leadoff single for Phelps. Pitch to Jackson. Sweeps outside for ball 1. Georgia won here on Thursday night 2-1. Last night 9-7. Phelps 7 stolen bases in 7 attempts with his lead at first base. And a throw over by Petrovic.
Alex had given up runs in 3 straight starts before last weekend in Starkville. He gave up a couple of singles in that first inning to Mississippi State. Didn't allow a run to score. It's been getting through the first before things have settled in for the last month plus.
1-0 pitch to Jackson. Here it is. In there for a strike. Took something off of that one. A ball and a strike. To the catcher for Georgia. 3 for 7 on the weekend. Hit a solo home run here on Thursday night. Batting .386, 25 homers, 75 runs batted in, and 24 stolen bases. 1-1. Jackson fouls it up the left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count.
So now he's gotten ahead with the off-speed pitch. We'll see if he sticks with that again or maybe comes back to that inside fastball. Jackson had some trouble with fastballs on the inner half from Alvarez last night.
Phelps the lead. At first, a ball and 2 strikes the count to Jackson. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball foul. Off speed at 83 from Alex Petrovic. Georgia has been this weekend extraordinary with 2 outs in an inning and very good with 2 strikes in the count. Petrovic comes set. Phelps the lead at first. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball into center. Back goes Ballou. He's at the warning track. He leaps and it's gone. Back-to-back 2-strike hits. This one a 2-run homer for Jackson, and Georgia's on the board 2-0. His second home run of the weekend. That gives him 26 of the season.
Again, it's an instance that it's the same pitch they're getting to strike 2, and rather than vary it, Georgia is now sitting on the pitch that got them to 2 strikes. I think their last 3 home runs have come in that situation.
Here's Jordy Oriach. He hit a home run here last night, a 3-run shot in the first, and Petrovic misses high and away to the left-handed hitter. A 0-2 pitch, Phelps singled to left, and on a 1-2 pitch, Daniel Jackson singled into center, homered to center. It's a 2-0 Georgia lead. Pitch, Oriach takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Big left-handed hitter in the defensive lineup today as well in right field. Went 2 for 5 in last night's game with a homer and a double. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Straight change, it appeared. A ball and 2 strikes to Oriach. He moves up in the lineup today. Was down in the 7-hole last night. Now the 1-2 to Oriach. Swing and a foul back on a fastball. Two nothing Bulldogs. We're in the first. Nobody out for the Dogs. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Oriach. Here's the pitch. Got him with a fastball away. Swing and a miss. Well, if he was going to go after that one, he was going to have to do something even to get a piece of it. He did not. It's a strikeout, the first of the day for Petrovic. The K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Here's Rylan Lujo. 3 for 9 on the weekend with the homer. Dogs have homered 6 times this weekend. That gives them 146 this season.
It's what they do. You still have to make pitches, but if you came into the weekend expecting Auburn not to give up home runs.
Pitch. Fly ball, fly right side. That'll get out of play. Their home runs on Thursday night were a pair of solo homers. And they beat Auburn 2-1.
We have seen a number of times this year Petrovic give up some runs in the first inning and Auburn come back.
Swing and a miss down in the strike zone to Lujo. No balls and 2 strikes.
Got ahead with the off-speed pitch. Did a good job of mixing up the deliveries to strike out Oriach.
He's gone to 2 strikes. He's been ahead of every hitter in the inning. He's 0-2 on Lujo. The pitch jammed him, and Lujo fought it off and stays alive as he fouls it out of play off the right side.
And he did go with the fastball there, so try to get these hitters as off balance or in between as possible. Not easy to do.
Petrovic comes set. Here's the 0-2 to Lujo. Line drive, base hit to right.
Yep. Fastball. Didn't try to pull it. Really good approach.
A runner at first, and that brings Ryan Wynn to the plate. He's had a good weekend. 4 for 8, 2 runs scored, driven home 3, hit a home run here last night. Actually hit a home run Thursday night. He's batting .375, 6 homers and 28 runs batted in. 1 out, a runner at first, 2 already home for Georgia in this first inning. Pitch on the way. Wynn jumps on the first pitch and lines it to the very top of the Yeti yard.
It has been almost all changeup and fastball from Petrovic here to these first 4+ now batters of the ball game. Haven't seen the slider very much. I think he threw 1 straight curve.
Lujo gets his lead at first. The pitch, foul tip. That may have been able or got a nibble on the home plate umpire. 0-2.
0-2 to every single. Well, 2 strikes to every single batter. Hadn't been behind anybody.
Lujo gets his lead at first. Petrovic comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Missed the inside corner. It was up just a bit. A ball and 2 strikes to Wynn.
Oh, for a double play ball.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Wynn. The pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss. Blocked by Fralick. Runner stays at first, and there are 2 outs on the second strikeout. For the starter, Alex Petrovic, the K-counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. And here's Jack Archimone. First time we've seen Archimone this weekend. 6'1", 198, junior from Trumbull, Connecticut, transferred from Richmond. He bats with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Left-handed hitter. Pitch on the way. Archimone takes it outside for ball 1. Batting .295, a couple homers and 14 runs batted in. He is the DH today for Georgia. A 2-run homer by Daniel Jackson has given Georgia a 2-run lead here in the first. 2 outs and a runner at first. Throw over. Runner is back with the tag from Bingaman. Diving back, Rylan Lujo.
Auburn starts in the shift immediately against Archimon.
Rembert, 30 feet in the outfield right now, in dead right. 1-0 pitch, runner goes. Swing on a fly ball into center. Blue ranges back. He is there to make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, a man left. Georgia takes a 2-0 lead as Auburn comes to the plate in the bottom of the first, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball driven. Deep left center field. That ball is gone! My goodness! It's gone! It's gone! It's gone! 11 to 9 Auburn! Trey Simpson's done it again!
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is your home for Auburn baseball, the Auburn Sports Network.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Two runs for Georgia, better than 5 in the top of the first inning. Auburn bats come up for the first time against Caden Aoki. A-O-K-I. Aoki. He is from Huntington Beach, California, a transfer from Southern Cal. Certified graduate transfer in financial planning. 6 feet, 185. Aoki on the year is 8-0. He just 8-0 for their finale starter. 8-0 in 15 appearances. This will be his 6th start of the year. 59 innings, 52 hits, 21 earned runs, 21 walks, and 78 strikeouts. 8-0 with a 3.20 earned run average. 234 the average against Caden Aoki. In SEC play, 3 starts and 8 relief outings. He's 6-0 and has 2 saves. A 2.85 earned run average. He has given up 3 doubles and 7 homers in the league, but he struck out 53 in 41 innings. Teams are batting .218 against Aoki in conference play. Defensively, Cole Johnson is in left, Rylan Lujo in center, Jordy Oriach in right. On the infield at third, it's Trey Phelps, Colby Branch at short. At second, it's Ryan Wynn, Bryce Callaway at first, and Daniel Jackson in the crouch behind the plate. Aoki will face McCrane, Rembert, and Freilich to start it for Auburn in the bottom of the first.
His role, very similar to Jackson Sanders for Auburn. I was told that he could be a reliever on Thursday or Friday, and if not, then he gets the start. So that's where it differs for Jackson Sanders. They've not needed him. Their pitching has been terrific all weekend, so Aoki gets the start here today, and he will face Mason McCrane, Chris Rembert, and Chase Freilich. Auburn changing up the lineup a little bit for Game 3 here today. McCrane 2 for 8 with a run scored. That came Thursday night in the first inning. He doubled to left and scored in that first inning. It's the only time Auburn has led this weekend. And there is a strike from Aoki at 88. McCrane batting .301 with 5 homers and 34 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter, open stance. Pitch clock is down to 4 as Aoki works off the stretch. Or actually the wind in the pitch. Drops in for strike 2.
Fastball and curveball to get ahead in the count.
This is not the look that we've seen most of the weekend from the mid-90 fastballs on the right-handed pitchers from Georgia. Wind in the 0-2 to McCrane. Got him swinging.
Boy. What an odd delivery from Aoki. He steps off the rubber and then steps back on with about 6 on the pitch clock, and then goes into a standard overhead windup. He's really taken that pitch clock all the way down. He's not in the wind until about 3 or 2 left.
Here's Chris Rembert. 3 for 8 on the weekend. A couple runs scored for the Auburn preseason All-American second baseman. Wind and pitch. Rembert swings and fouls it up and out of play off the right side. Tigers trail 2-0 in the first. Rembert leads Auburn now, batting .342 with 4 homers and 39 runs batted in. Third baseman Phelps even with the bag and close to the line. Aoki with the wind in the pitch. Rembert into center. Lujo almost in his steps there, makes the catch, 2 down.
Breaking ball in there for pitch number 2 of the at-bat. Followed the same sequence that McCrane did. Fastball for strike 1, breaking ball for the swing, that time from Rembert.
And here's Frelick with 2 outs and nobody on. Chased 3 for 7 with a couple runs scored, hitting .325 on the year. Team leading 13 homers. He's tied with Bub Terrell. 42 runs batted in. Bats with 2 outs and nobody on. Aoki calls time, steps off the mound, and I wonder if this is a pitch con situation.
You know, they spent a long time looking at his glove before his warm-up pitches started. I mean, we were coming back from break. He was just starting his warm-up throws.
That was a pitch con deal. He got a new one from the bench.
The timing has been a little off this half inning. And I don't know if it's affected Auburn's hitters or not.
It is a slowed down version, that's for certain. First pitch to Frelick. Bounces up there. 1 ball and no strikes to the Auburn catcher.
First ball he's thrown today.
Struck out McCrane on 3 pitches. Got to 0-1 on Rembert and coaxed a fly ball to center. Wind in the 1-0. Frelick skies 1 to left. Johnson is there, and Auburn is quiet in the first. 3 up and 3 down. We're through 1, our score. Georgia 2, Auburn nothing. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric, and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
2-0 Dogs as they come to the plate in the top of the second. Bottom third of the order, Bryce Callaway, Colby Branch, and Cole Johnson against Alex Petrovic, who needed 25 pitches to get through the first. Callaway will lead it off. He's 6'4", 265, a graduate transferred in from New Orleans. He's originally from New Orleans, played at UNO. Batting .241, 4 homers and 17 runs batted in. Petrovic works off the stretch in the first pitch to Callaway. Misses low and away. 1 ball and no strikes.
Petrovic did a good job of settling in and getting Wynn and Archimon to end the first. Let's see if he follows his usual pattern of settling in after the first inning. Auburn's going to need that today.
A little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes to Callaway. Callaway, big right-handed hitter, awaits the 2-0 pitch from Petrovic. There it is. This is the outside corner.
Corners have been tough this weekend for Auburn pitching.
3 balls and no strikes to Callaway. Stretch and delivery. Down the middle for a strike.
Boy, on the Yellowwood scoreboard, Arkansas scored 10 runs in the first inning at Kentucky. 10-0 Hogs as they go to the bottom of the first.
3-1 to Callaway. Strike 2. He had already thrown the bat away.
Sure did.
Full count now to Callaway. Second inning today, of course, presented by Auburn Bank. Champions of you. Alex comes set. 3-2 to Bryce Callaway. Chopper foul.
I don't know how that doesn't get under your skin if you're the umpire when a guy does that.
Yeah. Either team.
Right.
3-2. Miss low. Leadoff walk to Bryce Callaway. And here's Colby Branch. 2 for 7. Runs scored, 3 runs batted in. Has homered. Batting .309 with 17 homers and 51 runs batted in. He homered here last night. 6 round trippers on the weekend for a Georgia team that has now hit 146 this weekend. Callaway, pretty big lead over at first, and the pitch to Branch. Swing and a miss, way out in front.
I don't think Callaway's going anywhere.
He has not attempted a stolen base.
Correct.
But he's getting a good lead over there. 0-1 to Branch. Little looper, right side. That's going to get down, and it is a fair ball. Callaway will lumber to third. Branch into second with a bloop double.
Unbelievable.
No chance for Auburn to get to that, second and third, and nobody out.
Sometimes when you're the SEC's best hitting team statistically, junk like that happens. A bloop just falls in a perfect spot. Landed right on the line.
15th double of the year for Branch. And the Dogs with a grand opportunity to add to a 2-0 lead with runners at second and third and nobody out here in the second inning.
That's not poor pitching. It's not poor execution. It's just sometimes it's baseball.
And Chase Fralick out to talk it over with his pitcher. Derek Malika will come out to join them. Well, he didn't go that far, does he? Number 9 hitter Cole Johnson at the plate. His first at bat of the weekend. He's hitting .308, no homers. 11 runs batted in for Johnson. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Fastball on the inside corner. 92.
Shift is on against Johnson, and Auburn is playing back. They'll trade a run for an out here. Still very early in this game, and they trust the bats.
0-1. Johnson chops it up the first baseline foul.
Or at least they trust that the game is going to be decided by someone with more than 3 runs on the board.
Final game of the regular season. Final day of the regular season across the league.
Come in about middle depth now on the infield.
0-2 to Johnson as Petrovic stretches and pitches. Missed a fastball up and out.
Not a bad waste pitch. If he chases, he chases, but that was too far out. Might set up the breaking ball coming back in toward him.
Callaway at third and Branch at second. Nobody out here in the second inning for Georgia. 1-2 pitch. Foul back. Fastball in. Nice job by Johnson to stay alive. The first 2 innings, Georgia's been able to get its first 2 men on base. A 2-run homer by Jackson in the first. The pitch. Johnson to the second baseman. Rembert comes home, and Callaway is O-U-T. Will Georgia challenge? Callaway asked for it.
Nope.
I don't think they will.
I think he might have been just adjusting his helmet there. He was out. Rembert coming in. We mentioned the defense came in about middle depth once the count got to 2 strikes. And Callaway's not, let's say, the fastest guy on the team. And Rembert had plenty of time to make an accurate throw.
Branch goes to third on the play. Johnson at first, top of the order, and Phelps to the plate. He singled to left in the first inning. The pitch to him. Swing on a fly ball into right. McCrane is there. All right, runner at third tags. Here comes the throw. Here it is, and he is safe. He got around it. He came inside and got around the tag by Fralick. McCrane with airmailed it home. It got there on the fly, but a nice job by Branch to slide inside the line and around Fralick, and it's a 3-0 lead. Sacrifice fly for Phelps.
Throw might have been too strong.
RBI for Phelps, his 53rd, and here is Daniel Jackson with 2 outs and a runner at first. Stretch in the pitch. High with a fastball. The throw was a good one. It was just a really good slide by Branch around the tag. A ball and no strikes. The count to Jackson, the pitch. Line drive off the glove of Guevara and into left field. Jackson is 2 for 2 today. He has homered and he has singled. And here's Jody Oriach with 2 outs.
On the Yellowwood scoreboard, Texas A&M leads Mississippi State 7-6. They're in the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Bulldogs in College Station.
Oriach, a strikeout victim in the first. The pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. Runners at first and second, and 2 down. Big lead for Johnson down at second base. Stretch in the pitch. Swing on a foul tip. 0 balls and 2 strikes to Oriach. A run home for Georgia here in the second. Bulldogs lead Auburn 3-0. Oh, 2 to Oriach. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He got him. 3rd strikeout of the day for Petrovic. But a run home on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left for Georgia. We go to the bottom of the second. Georgia 3, Auburn 0. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it all with your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top-quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084. Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of a savings account, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Three 0 Georgia as Auburn comes to the plate in the bottom of the second. Caden Aoki only threw 7 pitches in the first. And now staked to a 3-0 lead. He will face Ethan Bingaman, Bub Terrell, and Eric Guevara in the inning. Dogs have been able to get the first 2 men on base in each inning. 3 of those 4 have come home to score. Tigers will have to come from behind in the final game of the regular season.
Yeah, I got 7 runs last night. I don't know if 7's enough to win today or not, but it would be a good time to start here in the second inning.
Bingaman 3 for 8 on the weekend. He has led Auburn with 4 runs batted in this weekend. As Aoki steps on top of the rubber, pitch clock just started, and the pitch is home, and it is a strike to Bingaman.
And for a guy who takes the pitch clock all the way down, a couple of times early it's not started. It started late.
Oh, 0-1 to Bingaman, 3 for 8 on the weekend with a run scored. Here's the 0-1. Fastball outside at 88. This is so different from what Auburn has seen this whole weekend against the Georgia pitching staff.
Yeah, it's not the electric velocity for sure, but there's not as much of a difference in the fastball and the breaking ball.
1-1. Bingaman takes it outside, 2 balls and a strike. It's not the 6'4", 6'5" frame.
Yeah, that's right.
Very different. Is obviously very effective. He's undefeated on the season with an ERA of 3.20. It's just so different from what you get the rest of the weekend against Georgia. 2-1. Bingaman, base hit to left. For a second, you had to make sure that Branch didn't jump about 30 feet in the air and make the catch.
And what's sad is it wouldn't have surprised you if he had.
No, not at all. Leadoff single for Bingaman, first base runner of the day for Auburn.
That's really good. He was able to hold on. First pitch, called strike on the slider. He was able to hold up on the second slider he saw, and that forced Aoki to come in and give him something he could hit because he didn't want to go to 3-1.
Here's Guevara. Terrell on deck. Guevara 0 for 9 on the weekend. It's been a tough weekend for Eric. Stretch the pitch. Low, ball 1.
And that's the key for all these right-handed hitters, and it's what Bingaman's done the best this weekend. See spin early, and if it's starting on that outside corner, it's not finishing there. You got to lay off.
Bingaman with the lead at first. 1-0 pitch to Guevara. Ball 2 outside. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Guevara. Stretched by Aoki, the pitch. Ball 3 low.
He hasn't been all that close with Eric in this sequence.
Eric leads Auburn with 46 runs batted in. Spent most of the Southeastern Conference leading the team at hitting, but that has cooled off of late. He's hitting .333, 11 home runs. He has a 3-0 count from Aoki, who comes home. And there's a strike.
First 3-ball count, now 3-1 in Guevara's favor. Does Aoki trust the slider enough to try to go after the swing and miss on 3-1, or does he feel like he has to throw the fastball?
Bingaman out first. Now the 3-1. Ball 4, missed high. Whew. Didn't miss by much, did he?
No. Ooh, that was really good. A fastball down the middle and a little up. Guevara may have been looking slider there. Otherwise, we've seen him pull the trigger on that. And in any event, Auburn's got 2 on and nobody out, and the tying run coming to the plate.
The only home run hit this weekend, Bub Terrell, an opposite field shot last night. He bats with runners at first and second and no one out, with the Tigers trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the second. Aoki stretches and pitches. Inside and blocked by Jackson. A ball and no strikes to Bub.
Well, and that slider hasn't been close this inning. If Auburn can take that away from him and start looking primarily fastball now, that's when you're going to see these left-handed bats start to do some damage.
Bingham in at second. Guevara at first and the 1-0. Bub swings and taps it foul up the first base line. Terrell batting .301, 13 homers, 37 runs batted in.
First of 3 lefties in a row coming up in the order here against Aoki.
Gregorio waits on deck for the Tigers. A ball and a strike to Bub Terrell, first and second, no one out for Auburn. The 1-1 from Aoki. Terrell chops at first base side, knocked down by the first baseman. He gets there, flips to first, safe, the ball gets away. Here comes Bingaman. He's going to try to score. He will! And Guevara goes to third. I think that's going to be a single for Terrell.
Yeah.
But the error allows Bingaman to score.
Yeah, I think you're right. An unearned run, but a run just the same. And I don't know that Callaway had a reason to make that throw. Too risky there. But Auburn will take it and alert base running by Guevara to go to third on the play.
Indeed. Wes Johnson is out for Georgia. Infield at the top of the mound. I don't believe there's even anyone in the bullpen right now for Georgia.
He's trying to calm his pitcher down here. Aoki's slider has not been good this inning.
So runners at first and third, nobody out for Auburn, a run home for the Tigers, and this is Logan Gregorio. It bounced away from Callaway at first. He then tried to flip it to Aoki covering, and it was over his head. Aoki comes set. Now the pitch to Gregorio. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Thought he had a hanger, and he didn't.
Logan 0 for 4 on the weekend. Came on as a pinch hitter Thursday. Inserted into the lineup yesterday and today as a DH. Stretch. Long set, the pitch. Terrell goes, had a huge jump. They don't even cover second base, and Bub has his third stolen base of the year. The pitch was a strike.
Two on, in scoring position with nobody out. Something in the air to the outfield. Or right back up the middle.
0-2 to Gregorio, second and third, nobody out for Auburn. Stretch in the pitch. Gregorio swings and misses at a pitch that was out of the strike zone.
That was what you couldn't do. You have to make contact.
Second strikeout for Aoki. And here's Ballou.
And his breaking balls haven't been good this inning. You just have to know that when you go to the plate.
Interesting that Auburn's 2 strikeouts have come against left-handed hitters.
Yeah.
McCrane to open the game on 3 pitches.
Yeah.
And that one to Gregorio on 3 pitches. And here is Ballou.
Cade's got to take that same approach. Know the slider. He hasn't thrown the slider for a called strike this inning.
Second and third, 1 out for Auburn. 3-1 Georgia, the pitch. Ballou held up. He did not go. That was low for 1-0. That's exactly what you just said.
That's it. He's going to try to get the swing and miss with the slider. And you have to see it and make him throw it for a strike first. If he corrects, then that's tip of the cap to him. Until then, you can't offer at it.
Guevara from third and Terrell from second. 1-0 to Cade Ballou. Aoki comes set. Comes the pitch. There's a strike.
That was a breaking ball that he threw for a called strike. So now he's corrected, and now maybe the next time he throws it, but now you've seen it at that level. You've now seen it come out low, and now you've seen it come out high and drop in.
1-1 to Ballou, 1 for 4 on the weekend with an RBI. Stretch. And the pitch. Ballou drives one into center. Center fielder goes back and makes the catch at the warning track. Guevara scores. Terrell to third. It's an RBI sacrifice fly for Ballou, and it's a 1-run game. That one got on Lujo in a hurry.
Yeah. That's just easy. Boy, Ballou, when he makes good contact, he has easy power and a smooth swing. He drove that. Surprised Lujo for sure. Credit their center fielder. He stayed with it, made the catch, but guys were ready to tag, and now Terrell's 90 feet away.
And here's Brandon McCrane. 1 for 7 this weekend.
Sorry, Andy. And you get to the number 9 spot in your order in the second inning.
Terrell down at third, 2 down in the inning. Stretch in the pitch. Change up for strike. 82 on the straight change. 0-1 to Brandon. Batting .337, a homer, 26 runs batted in. It's a 3-2 Georgia lead. And Auburn has a runner at third with 2 down. Terrell gets his lead down there at third base. Stretch in the 0-1. Slider missed outside, a ball and a strike.
Good eye by McCrane there. Final on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Texas A&M beats Mississippi State 7-6 in College Station. That means Auburn will not play on Tuesday at the SEC tournament. They'll finish somewhere between 5th and 8th.
1-1 strike to McCrane. Stretch in the pitch. Chopper third base side. 79. A ball and 2 strikes to Brandon. Now you've really got to watch for the slider away.
Yeah.
That has been lethal against Auburn's right-hand hitters all weekend long.
Mm-hmm.
2 runs home here in the second inning. Tigers have cut the lead to 1. Aoki comes set. Here comes the pitch. Missed the outside corner.
Good.
2-2.
He held up. He was looking for the slider. That's been the cripple pitch, as it's called, for Aoki, especially against the righties, and McCrane was ready for it.
Terrell gets his lead at third. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Auburn shortstop, Brandon McCrane. Aoki again comes set. Terrell down the line, stops the pitch. Left side base hit. We are tied off the shortstop. McCrane ties the game with a 2-out single just into left field.
And by laying off the slider away, he forced Aoki to come back in. He didn't want to take the count full. He gave him a hittable breaking ball, and McCrane was able to turn on it and pull it through that 6-hole.
The first 3 guys in the inning got on base. All 3 have come home to score. We're tied at 3, and here's Mason McCrane. A strikeout victim in the first. His brother Brandon gets a lead. Stretch. Here's the pitch. Mason takes a strike on the inside corner. Good pitch from Aoki.
Started him with a changeup rather than that rare change rather than the fastball or slider.
Don't be surprised if Auburn doesn't start Brandon here. He has 16 stolen bases in 18 attempts.
Absolutely, and if he's thrown out, then Mason leads off the next inning. You're fine.
Brandon gets a lead over at first. Aoki comes set and a throw over, and Brandon dives back safely.
Georgia, obviously, that's on their radar too.
Aoki does not have a pickoff. As a team, Georgia just has 4. 2 by Farley, who won the game last night for the Dogs.
I like that Wynn's the only guy really on the right side because they're holding Brandon at first.
0-1 pitch to Mason McCrane. Here it is. The runner does go. Pitch, swing, and a foul out of play. 0-2. Chase Fralick exhorting his teammate on from the Auburn dugout. Auburn has tied it here in the bottom of the second. Brandon McCrane from first was off with the last pitch. His brother Mason now awaits an 0-2 pitch. Here it is. He held up. He thought about it, but he didn't go after a pitch that missed low. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, this inning, the Auburn hitters have done a much better job of, especially when they get to 2 strikes, they're on the lookout for the slider. And I think Aoki has thrown 1 for a called strike this inning.
3 runs home in the inning for the Tigers. We're tied at 3. A runner at first, 2 outs, a ball and 2 strikes to Mason McCrane. Jackson sets up outside to the left-hand hitter. The pitch, the runner goes outside. Throw to second base, safe. Oh, they got him on a tag on the foot, says Mayhew down at second base.
Brandon wants a challenge. Butch Thompson's asking.
Yeah,
he's
going to get it.
Woo! That was a wild throw. That's as errant a throw for an out.
Auburn is charging the call of out at second base.
Mayhew Edwards said that they got the foot going by, and that beat the tag by Brandon McCrane. We'll get another look. Well, I'll tell you what, I think it may stand. I think it's the right call.
After review, the call of out is out at second base.
Yeah, you got him on the right foot.
Auburn now has 1 challenge.
What a great tag.
Yeah,
what a
really
great tag down there by Branch.
A little bit fortuitous, but he made the most of it.
Auburn scores 3 runs in the inning on 3 hits. No errors and no one left. We're through 2. The score, Auburn 3, Georgia 3. Auburn baseball continues in a minute.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We're through 2. Auburn and Georgia tied at 3. 2 in the first for the Bulldogs, another in the second. Auburn with 3 runs in the bottom half of the second. We go to the third with the Tigers and Bulldogs tied at 3. And the third inning is presented by the Vance Law Firm. At the Vance Law Firm, they say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333. From the Rod Bramlett home radio booth at Plainsman Park, I'm Andy Burcham along with Brad Law, our Insight producer, Jacob Hillman. At the controls, Quinn Burkeen in our Skyview Auburn studio. Rylan Lujo will lead it off for the Dogs.
Clock should have been rolling for him to get in the batter's box.
Right-handed hitter, a single through the right side in the first. He's 4 for 10. Pitch. Line drive foul up into the Yeti yard. Look out. 0-1.
Well, clearly, almost goes without saying, a 0 here would be big. You could keep them off the board here in the third after scoring 3 in the bottom of the second.
Stretch by Petrovic in the pitch. Missed the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
So Texas A&M with its win today will be either the 2 or the 3. If Missouri were to beat Texas, Texas A&M would be the 2. Otherwise, they're the 3.
Swinging a chopper left side. It's foul. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes to Lujo.
And this is strictly and exclusively for the SEC seedings, for the SEC tournament, which have no bearing on regional hosts or national seeds.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just in case we needed to be reminded of that today.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Lujo pops it up. Behind home plate, I'm not sure there's enough room. There is not.
Nope.
For Freilich, as it landed closer to us than it did to him on the screen above us.
He made the catch.
It won't count.
Counts in wiffle ball, but not in SEC baseball.
The old Rosenblatt Stadium.
Yeah.
A ball would come off the screen like that, and one of the ball boys that I think worked for the World Series, he caught it, and if he did, folks would just go crazy. All World Series long.
Sure. What is it in the bananas? If a person in the crowd catches it, it's an out, right?
Right.
Yeah. This is not the bananas either.
No. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Lujo. Comes the pitch. Jam shot fouled off at the plate. It hit him, I guess. Lujo says it did.
Yeah.
It rolled about 8 feet in front of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Petrovic has had exactly no problem getting to 2 strikes. Every hit except for 1. 4 of their 5 hits, Petro's been ahead in the count.
And it's been that case most of the weekend.
Yep.
Not just
That's right.
against Petrovic. The difference is Auburn has tied this game by the 2nd inning today. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lujo. Here comes the pitch. It dropped low. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Lujo 4 for 10 on the weekend. 2 runs scored and an RBI. Homered here yesterday down the left field line back in the 6th. That was the final scoring for Georgia on the night. Bulldogs won it 9-7. 2-2. Lujo deep to left but foul. That'll get beyond the Eddie yard and up against on a bounce off the parking deck. 1, 2, 3 levels and around the corner on the top level. K corner, of course, is filled to capacity today. Thank you for the nanner pudding yesterday.
Well, I was going to say, I wonder if they're sending you any treats today.
I don't know. It was appreciated yesterday, though, let me tell you.
For you and you alone.
2 and 2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Into shallow center, but Rembert goes out. And Brandon McCrane takes it away from him. 1 out, and for the first time today, Auburn retires a leadoff man.
Really good jam. He jammed Lujo twice in that at bat. The one that he fouled off of himself, and then that one he was able to get up in the air, but couldn't get a lot under it, or a lot of power under it.
1 out, and here is Ryan Wynn, a strikeout victim in the first, 4 for 9 this weekend. Has scored twice, driven home 3. Stretch by Petrovic in the pitch. It misses low.
Yellowwood School Board. LSU hasn't started any of their regular weekend starters, and it's shown. Florida jumps out to a 3-0 lead. They're in the bottom of the 3rd. Gators trying to close on a run and finish 18-12 in the league.
1-0 to win. Misses outside, 2-0 the count. It's an LSU team that will have to win the SEC tournament to get in the NCAA tournament.
And as a result, they're gearing their pitching for Hoover.
Well,
they're going to pitch their...
It's the only chance they have.
Right, their weekend rotation Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
2-0 to win. He swings at a slider, comes up empty. Are you looking for fresh seafood? Wharf Casual Seafood serves seafood sourced from American waters. Not a seafood fan? No problem. Burgers, salads, chicken, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood. 6 locations across central Alabama. 2-1 to win. Jammed him and he fouled it back.
Petrovic using high-low really well this inning.
Got a swing and a miss on a slider down and away and got a foul ball on a jam shot up and in.
I always prefer casual seafood to formal seafood.
I prefer Wharf's Casual Seafood.
Sure.
How about that?
Yes.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count. There's the pitch on the way. A little bit up with a fastball. The count is full. Just the second 3-ball count of the day for Petrovic. He comes set and the 3-2 to win. Chopper left side to Guevara behind the bag. Throws to first. Out. 2 down.
I love watching these guys at a practice the day before a series starts. You go down on the field for their workouts, and with no other sound, you can hear how fast they're throwing that ball on the infield.
You also hear the communication by the defense on the field as well.
For sure. But the hiss that trails the ball when Guevara fires it across like that is something.
Here's Jack Arcomone at the plate. His second at bat. He flied to center last time. Grounds it foul. Outside first for about 3 or 4 feet. 0-1. The DH today, a couple homers, 14 runs batted in. He's batting .290. Jack Arcomone. 2 outs and nobody on for the Dogs. Petrovic comes set in the pitch. Fly ball to center. Who's going to take this one? How about Ballou? 3 up, 3 down for the Dogs as Auburn scored 2 in the bottom of the inning of the second. Get a 0 up there in the third. Tigers come to the plate in the bottom half of the third. We're tied at 3. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle! Hey Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Bar Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek.
3-3 the score. Auburn to the plate in the bottom of the third. Tigers scored 3 runs in the bottom of the second, including a 2-out single by Brandon McCrane to tie it. And then Alex Petrovic went to the hill for Auburn and set down Georgia in order. And now the top of the order for Auburn. It will be Brandon McCrane, Chris Rembrandt, and Chase Freilich against Caden Aoki. He threw 7 pitches in the first inning. He threw 27 in the second.
Yeah. And the big difference, he couldn't locate his slider, and Auburn stopped swinging at it.
Mason McCrane was at the plate when his brother was thrown out at second base on a terrific tag by Branch covering the bag. Got him on the foot just before Brandon got to the bag. Mason at the plate.
And he saw 4 pitches last inning. This is like a third at bat for McCrane against Aoki.
Line in the pitch, and McCrane, base hit into right field. That gets down into the corner. Mason around first base. He'll go to second. He dropped the ball out there, but McCrane will hold up at second base with a double, his 9th of the year. You got Oriachin right.
Yeah.
And he has been terrific at the plate. He is not as swift of foot out there, and that ball got past him quickly and got to the wall.
Yeah, he runs more like a lineman. He's very athletic. He just doesn't cover ground as quickly.
So McCrane leads off the Auburn to third with a double. And here's Chris Rembrandt. Fly to center back in the first inning. Stretch in the pitch. Fly ball to right. Long run for Oriach. He's near the line. He makes the catch. McCrane does not tag. And Oriach gets the ball back to the infield. Doggone it.
Yeah, Chris saw McCrane have success on the first pitch, and Rembrandt's pretty aggressive at the plate anyway, and he went after the first one as well.
And here's Freilich.
See if Freilich goes up there and takes 1 or 2. They don't play the shift against him, so he's got a little more room on the right side. They play pretty straight away on the infield.
Stretch. Here's the pitch to Freilich. High and outside. Johnson in left does not have an outfield assist. Lujo has 5 in center. Oriach with 1 in right. As Mason McCrane gets his lead at second. 1-0 the count to Freilich. Pitch on the way. Out in front. Ball and a strike as that one swept down and in. A leadoff double for McCrane. On the next pitch, Rembrandt popped up to right. Mason remains at second base. A ball and a strike to Freilich. Tigers and the Bulldogs tied at 3 in Game 3. Final game of the regular season. Stretch in the 1-1. Strike 2. Good pitch.
Do him a changeup. Got to see the spin early and be ready to react and just flick the wrist out there if you get the fastball.
Oh. Aoki comes set. Here's the 1-2. Down and in. An appeal to third. He did not go. 2-2 the count. Came close. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Auburn catcher, batting .323 this season. 13 homers and 42 runs batted in.
I want to beat a dead horse, but this is the strategy of the game. Does he feel confident enough to throw the slider again and try to get a chase?
Now the 2-2 from Aoki to Frelick. Here it is. Down and in. He did throw the slider. Good block by Jackson. Count goes full.
And now it's even more amplified. Could he possibly throw it again?
He's got first base open. He may feel more comfortable to pitch to Bingaman on deck. Although Bingaman has been Auburn's best hitter this weekend.
Or does he feel like he has to throw a fastball on 3-2?
Full count to Frelick. McCrane leads from second with 1 out in the bottom of the third. The pitch. He walked him. He missed down. So the answer to your question is no.
Yeah. Well,
second walk surrendered by Aoki. He came in with something else off speed. I think they thought, all right, you got first base open, put him on. I'll take my chances with the right-handed hitter.
And worst case scenario, they thought, surely, maybe not worst. Worst case is that walk in their mind. And best case scenario, one of those 3 he'll chase because he's guessing something else. But it didn't happen. That's good discipline there by Frelick.
Bingaman led off the second inning with a single to left. He scored Auburn's first of 3 runs in that inning. The game is tied at 3. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Fastball for strike 1. Well, look how close that Phelps is playing near the third baseline. There is an enormous hole on the left side of the infield with McCrane at second and Frelick at first. Aoki comes set. And the 0-1. Foul ball on a fastball that was out of the strike zone high. 0-2. 2 fastballs.
Yeah.
Will he get another here on 0-2?
Oh, I'd be surprised.
I say there's no way.
No, I think they're going to try to get him to chase.
Yeah.
Chase away.
0-2 to Bingaman. First and second with 1 out, and the Auburn third. Tigers and Dogs tied at 3.
Set up inside.
0-2 pitch. Bingaman chops it to the shortstop. Flips to second for 1. To first, safe. Oh, he called him out. Good gosh, you've got to appeal that one.
There's no way.
You have to appeal that one.
Yeah, you got to use your challenge. I don't know if they're going to. He was safe.
Holy cow, Hank Himmonen.
They're still on the field.
Yeah, and now Auburn will ask for the appeal or the challenge.
Auburn is challenging the call of out at first base.
Boy, to the naked eye, it looked like he was safe.
Agreed.
And in real time. We'll get a look at it slowed down.
Oh, he's safe. It's not even close.
No, it's not close.
It's not even close.
This should be as fast as the other review.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Georgia's players are already walking back on the field.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs, for goodness sakes.
After review, the call of out at first base is overturned to safe. Auburn now retains its last challenge.
And here's Guevara.
Now you got to make them pay. You got to make the most of this opportunity.
Eric walked and scored in the second. He has runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the third. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Guevara walk in the first. He scored. He's still 0 for on the weekend. He's 0 for 9. Tigers look for their first lead since early Thursday night. Aoki stretches and pitches and misses the outside corner.
Good take to start the at-bat. If Eric can establish early that he's not going to go after that, it opens up a lot of things for a very good hitter.
McCrane at third. That's Mason. And Bingaman. That's Ethan at first. 2 outs. 1-0 the count to Guevara. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Outfield straight away for Guevara. Infield back with 2 outs. Phelps close to the line at third. Bingaman leads from first. McCrane from third with 2 down. 2-0 the count to Guevara. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3.
A walk to load him up for a left-handed hitter. Bub Terrell with the bases loaded, who already has a hit today. Take that.
3-0 to Guevara. Aoki stretches. And the 3-0. Down the middle, strike 1.
Taken all the way. I think he gets a slider here. I don't think they want him to take a lead on a fastball.
It's a 3-1 about to come home to Guevara from Aoki. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. That was really a good pitch. Count goes full, and Bingaman will get an early start at first. Boy, just trying to guess here. I think it's another slider.
I do too.
3-2 to Guevara. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Runners at the corners, and Aoki steps off. He was down to 1 on the pitch clock when he stepped off. Outfield straight away, infield back. They hold Bingaman at first. He'll be off with this pitch to Guevara from Aoki. Here it is. Chopper back to the pitcher. Hit it off the end of the bat, and he flips to first, and the inning comes to a close. Tigers threaten but do not score. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We're through 3. Auburn and Georgia tied at 3. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
She was the sister who went unnoticed.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now, her greatest chapter is yet to come.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
From the world of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice comes a new BritBox original drama.
Mary, you will flourish.
Based on the best-selling novel, The Other Bennett Sister, now streaming only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
Bottom third of the order for Georgia. Alex Petrovic back to the hill. We're tied at 3. And to take you through the middle 3, here's Brad Law.
Thank you, Andy. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is today's game sponsor. From game day to every day, search for your new dream home right now at comehometoauburn.com. Berkshire Hathaway, proud to be the official real estate partner of your Auburn Tigers. Callaway to lead it off for Georgia. Callaway, Branch, and Johnson, bottom third for Georgia. They scored twice in the first inning, once in the second. Did not score in the third. Final day of the regular season for everybody. SEC tournament starts Tuesday in Hoover with 4 games. Auburn will not play until Wednesday.
That's as much as we know.
Yeah, that's it. It could be anywhere from 5 to 8. First pitch in there for a strike to Callaway, 0-1. Georgia first baseman today. Michael O'Shaughnessy started at first the first 2 games of the series. And Callaway gets his crack at it today, the 0-1. Missed inside, a ball and a strike. 62 pitches for Petrovic as he goes to work. Now into the 4th. Terrell plays deep in left. Straight away in center and right for Auburn. and the shift. 3 guys on the left side of the infield. 1-1. Fly ball left center. Ballou is over. He's tracking it. He's under it. He's got it. 1 away.
Tell you what, every time a ball is hit into the air, you have to initially go, what in the world?
Mm-hmm. And now it'll bring Branch to the plate.
And with 1 out in the inning, Ryan Hetzler has headed to the Auburn pen.
Interesting. Butch Thompson before the game. Petrovic, Hetzler, and then, if needed, could you see Jackson Sanders for an inning despite 50-plus pitches, 56 pitches here Thursday night? First delivery to Branch, pulled a string and a changeup. Branch swung and missed, 0-1. Branch doubled, a bloop double that was right on the right field line in the second. Came around to score on Phelps' sacrifice fly. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another changeup, tailing down. Petro ahead of Branch, 0-2. 5 in a row retired by the Auburn pitcher. Auburn in the orange, Georgia in the gray. A few try to get behind Petro on the mound as he tries to put away the Georgia shortstop, the 0-2 pitch. Missed downstairs, went back to the change. This time Branch held up.
Yellowwood scoreboard, Tennessee won in a suspended game from last night, beating Oklahoma 9-4. One other final in the league. A&M comes from behind to beat Mississippi State 7-6.
1-2 to Branch. Breaking ball low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has not thrown him a fastball yet in the at-bat.
In action, top of the 7th in Nashville. Vanderbilt 5, South Carolina 3. That game is in the top of the 7th.
The delivery. Pulled on the ground to third. Guevara gloves it on a hop. Throws to first. High, but out. 2 up, 2 down in the 4th.
More scores for you. Bottom of the 3rd, Arkansas leads at Kentucky 11-2. Alabama and Ole Miss are tied at 2 in the top of the 4th in Tuscaloosa. Missouri and Texas tied at 2. Bottom of the 3rd in Austin. Florida leads LSU 4-1. At top of the 4th in Baton Rouge.
If Florida wins and Alabama loses, Florida's 4th and Alabama's 5th. Here's the pitch. Missed the outside corner to Cole Johnson. 1 ball, no strikes.
Top of the 2nd, Oklahoma 6, Tennessee 2. That's the 3rd game of that series. Get you up to date in the SEC scoreboard.
1-0 to Johnson. Grounded, foul, past first. A ball and a strike.
I apologize, Brad. Auburn women's tennis is getting ready to play against Ohio State in the Final Four. Winner moves on to play in the national championship round tomorrow. They're waiting for, I believe, a men's tournament game to finish in Athens.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Johnson. Fastball missed up and away. 2-1 to the number 9 hitter. Hit into a fielder's choice. Grounded to second. And Rembert came home to get a runner at home back in the 2nd inning. 2-1. Pitch. Fly ball deep to right. McCrane going after it, goes as far as he can go. It's over the wall. Solo home run, Cole Johnson.
His first of the year.
Yep, his first home run of the year gives Georgia a 4-3 lead. A line drive. Just got over the wall on a 2-1 pitch. A 2-out solo homer by the number 9 hitter. Georgia's back in front, 4-3. Auburn's had to come from behind once today. It'll have to do it again. Now here's Trey Phelps for his 3rd look at Petrovic. 6th hit of the day for Georgia. Their 2nd home run. Now they're going up there trying to hit home runs every time. Johnson did. Here's Phelps. Phelps has singled and driven home a run with a sacrifice fly. Takes fastball inside for ball 1. Jackson on deck is 2 for 2. There are 2 outs in the inning. Need to see him leading off the 5th. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Phelps was swinging for the fence there. 1-1. Top of the 4th inning. 4-3 Georgia. Bright green batting gloves for Phelps, the Atlanta native. Grounds one to second on 4 hops. Rembert scoops it up, throws over to first. Phelps throws the bat away in disgust, and the inning is over. Solo homer by Cole Johnson, his first of the year. The only hit of the inning, no runs, or rather no errors, nobody left. Georgia reclaims a 4-3 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn football's Director of Player Development, Jeff Jones.
I really think the people who are special in this business actually get the concept of person first. Not football, not training, not food, not this, not that. Person first. Because the old adage, like, kids don't care what you know until they know that you care, right? So.
And yet, all those other things you talked about, he has talked about with regard to detail.
Mm-hmm. Any good educator, any good educator worth the salt understands the idea that you have to start there. And if you don't, like, what you're teaching doesn't matter. It won't soak in. It'll roll off.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
(4-3) Georgia as Auburn comes to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Terrell, Gregorio, and Ballou, 3 left-handed hitters to start the inning against Caden Aoki. Auburn with 3 runs on 4 hits through the first 3 trips to the plate. All 3 runs scored in the second. Tigers have stranded 2. After a 1-2-3 first inning, Tigers have been able to get things going. Leadoff men on in 2 straight innings. Bub Terrell has a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. He homered here last night. Aoki looks home. Into the wind he goes. He plants and fires. And a check swing, foul off to the left, 0-1. Auburn currently 16-13 in the SEC. And you look ahead to the committee looking at hosts and national seeds, and there's so many good teams in the top half of the conference. 0-1. Big sweeping curve, misses outside, 1-1 the count.
Here's what differentiates Auburn from some, though.
Yeah.
That strength of schedule.
Yeah. They're the only team that you're talking about when you're talking about all these teams that are going to finish around a game of each other. 1-1. Swing and a fly ball to center field and deep. Lujo goes back, and all he can do is watch that fly and bounce off the top of the video board. 14th home run of the year for Bub Terrell, and we're tied again just like that. Baby, that was a mammoth shot.
Well, the center fielder Lujo took by 2 steps and then just watched it sail.
This new emphasis on going the other way has worked wonders for Bub Terrell. You hit a home run like that, you call him DeMarion. Here's Logan Gregorio, 4-4 the score. Gregorio 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He swings at the first pitch, grounds it foul to the right, 0-1. Yeah, the strength of the schedule. So Mississippi State,
back to that.
Florida, Arkansas. These are all teams Auburn has series wins against. Texas A&M, another one. Like, you feel good about Georgia, Texas, probably Alabama at this point. Here's the 0-1 to Gregorio. Swing and a pop-up left side. That'll get out of play quickly. 0-2 to the Auburn DH. None of those teams have played as tough of a schedule, and it's an unbalanced schedule. You don't play everybody in the league. And it just so happens that Auburn is the only one in that bunch that's played literally every other team in the top half of the standings. And so let's say Auburn wins today and goes 17-13. 0-2 pitch to Gregorio. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Auburn 17-13 looks better to the committee because they're not looking at losing the last series of the regular season. They look at 17-13. looks better than all those other teams, 17-13. Plus, you got head-to-head series wins over most, if not all of them. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gregorio down on strikes for the second time. 1 away in the 4th. It'll bring Cade Ballou to the plate. And even if Auburn falls today at 16-14, that 16-14 still highly likely holds a little more weight than some teams 17-13 because the schedules aren't even. And that's where the strength of schedule metric comes into play and sometimes can be a huge factor. I think we saw that last year. Auburn was 16-14. They were the 6th seed in the SEC tournament. Did not win a game in Hoover. Cade Ballou steps in, swings to the first pitch and drives that to center field. Lujo back, track, wall. He's got room. Oh, he's got room right at the wall. Ballou just missed his first home run of the season by a couple of feet. Twice today, Ballou has driven it as deep to center as you can without leaving the ballpark. 2 away. You keep swinging it like that, young man. Here's Brandon McCrane with 2 outs. To punctuate this point, all of that into consideration, and Auburn was the number 4 national seed, which means first pitch to McCrane. Bounces up there, a ball and no strikes. They weren't even close to being considered as anything but a national seed last year. Now, maybe the top half of the league or 2 through 8 are better this year, or it's a little more jumbled, but Auburn's resume is sterling.
Stellar.
5th in the RPI entering today's game. That's having lost the first 2 games of the series. Still 5th in RPI. McCrane with nobody on and 2 outs delivers. Pitch misses outside, 2-0.
Corners are in right now with 2 outs and Brandon at the plate.
And they wouldn't put it past him to try to drop a bunt down here, even with 2 outs. Try to get a 2-out base runner, turn the lineup over. 2-0. McCrane lines it over the third baseman's head. That's headed for the left field corner. McCrane hits the bag at first. He's digging for 2. Johnson just now getting to the ball in the corner. It's a stand-up double for McCrane, his 9th of the season. 2-0 pitch. He yanked it down the left field line.
Brandon 2 for 2 on the day.
That's good to see. He had a tough time in last night's ball game, and he's showing you that one game does not directly impact the other if you don't let it. Nice bounce back start for the number 9 hitter. And now Mason McCrane to the plate.
The McCranes each have a double.
Yeah. First pitch to Mason. Hanging curve in there for a strike, going 1. Auburn 8-6 in this run of 14 straight. This is the 15th straight conference game against a top 10 team. They're 8-6 in that span. Trying to grab the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner at second, 2 down. Here's the 0-1. Way outside, a ball and a strike. McCrane's double came on the first pitch in the bottom of the 3rd. He struck out in the first. He saw 4 pitches from Aoki in the second before Brandon was caught stealing to end the inning. So essentially a 4th at bat against the Georgia starter. Aoki doesn't look to second. The 1-1 pitch home is a big swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Can't get back into the habit of swinging at the slider. Since the first, Aoki struggled to throw it consistently for strikes.
There is activity in the bullpen for Georgia at this point.
65 pitches for Aoki. McCrane gets his lead from second. A 1-2 pitch to Mason. Here it is. Bounced up there. Blocked enough by Jackson to keep Brandon at bay at second base. A hit gives Auburn the lead. Terrell's already tied it with a solo homer to start the inning.
Kenny Ishikawa, two-way player for the Bulldogs, is the one that's warming up right now.
Aoki climbs back on the rubber with 8 on the pitch clock. Comes set. 2-2 delivery. Fouled away. He brought that slider up a little more, and McCrane fouled it off. Outfield plays, well, left field. Shade him a little closer to left center. Right side of the infield plays him to pull. Here comes another 2-2 pitch to the Auburn right fielder with 2 outs. He swings and grounds it off the pitcher's glove right to the second baseman Wynn, who throws to first, and they get McCrane at first base. Just another rotten break for Auburn. It goes 1-4-3 on the putout on a ball that was hit like a missile up the middle. And the inning is over. Go-ahead run, stranded at second, but Auburn ties it on Bub Terrell's 14th home run of the season. No errors and a man left. We're through 4. 4-4 the score. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
Bub Terrell's 427-foot home run off the top of the video board has tied this game at 4. Petrovic back out there on the hill here in the 5th, and he will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Jackson, Oriach, and Lujo. He smoked it. By the way, Conecuh smoked sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating. You can enjoy a grilled Conecuh sausage dog or a premium hot dog from Conecuh here at Plainsman Park during regionals. Conecuh, family-owned, made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. Why don't you make Conecuh sausage a part of your game day? Daniel Jackson has homered and singled. He'll be the player of the year in the SEC. 75 or 77 RBIs now for the right-handed hitting junior catcher. First pitch to him, breaking ball over for a strike, 0-1.
Up to 392. He's going to win the Triple Crown in the SEC.
He sure is. 4-4. Tigers have trailed twice today. Twice they've pulled even. That ball is yanked above the Auburn dugout. Foul, 0-2.
It punishes the screen.
Hits are even at 6. Runs are even at 4. We're in the top of the 5th inning at Plainsman Park. Oh, 2 pitch to Jackson. Misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So they held graduation ceremonies on the field today for the players that couldn't be a part of the normal graduation ceremonies due to competition. Pitch. Off the hands, bloop into right center. And McCrane dives and he can't get it. Boy, just another ball that just found grass. McCrane pulled up and then decided late to dive, and he got his glove on it, but he didn't make the play. And Jackson with another ball not hit particularly hard, but he's on base for a 3rd time. Lead-off base hit for the Bulldogs. In the top of the 5th.
Mason flexing his right hand.
It was an awkward slide, an awkward diving attempt for the ball. He was in between the decision.
That was in his glove, and it came out, Brad.
Yeah.
He had that one and couldn't hold on.
And now Jordy Oriach at the plate. Petro has gotten the better of Oriach twice today. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Last time carved him up on 3 pitches. Oriach homered here yesterday. Tigers in the shift against him. Throw over to first, and Jackson is back, sitting on 24 stolen bases. Only 5 players have ever hit 25 homers and stolen 25 bases in a college baseball season. Pitch to Oriach. Strike right through there. Fastball. Gets ahead, 0-1. So they play Pomp and Circumstance at just about every graduation ceremony everywhere. It's the graduation song. Pomp and Circumstance written by Sir Edward Elgar. Throw to first. Close play. Jackson nearly got back there. Was curious why. Do you know why they play it at graduation? How it became the graduation song?
I don't.
Oh. Throw to first again. Another close play.
He stumbled coming back to the bag.
Good lead at first by Jackson. 0-1 to Oriach. Petrovic delivers. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Yale wanted to give Elgar an honorary degree, so they invited him to their graduation, and they wanted to make him feel at home. So they played the song, several songs that he wrote at the graduation, and the response to the song at that Yale graduation was so positive, they began to play it every year, and so did others. Throw to first. Again, Jackson is back. And that's why Pomp and Circumstance is played at graduations everywhere, including Plainsman Park earlier today, as the Auburn players and other staff members who couldn't walk in graduation because they were otherwise occupied, they were honored today. 0-2 pitch, runner goes. Pitch is popped up. Left side, long run, Guevara chasing it down in foul ground. Eric gets there and makes the catch. Boy, he had a long way to go. The shift was on against Oriach. He was playing where the shortstop normally plays, and that ball was in foul ground in left field. So a long run, and Guevara got there for the first out. One away in the top of the 5th for Rylan Lujo, who has singled and popped out to short. 4-4 our score. We're in the top of the 5th. Auburn looking for a 17th SEC win. Georgia looking for a 24th conference win. Throw to first. The way this season started, I wasn't sure any team was going to get to 23 or 24 in league play. It was remarkably balanced to start the year.
Georgia has bludgeoned the league this year.
They've pulled away, and they've just done it home run after home run after home run. Pitch to Lujo. Again, the runner goes. Pitches a ball. Throw to second's late, and it's the 25th stolen base of the season for Daniel Jackson, and the dugout knew it. That is a 25-25 season for Daniel Jackson. He becomes just the 6th player in the history of college baseball to have a 25-25 season. Pitch was called a ball. Georgia wants that baseball.
Auburn throws it out. They'll get it, I'm quite certain.
Thought the pitch was good. It was called a ball. Yep, they gave it to Sonny DeShera, who'll give it to the dugout the next time out. 1-0, they throw back to second. They call Jackson leaning there from second, but remembered a little late getting to the bag. A ball and no strikes to Lujo with a go-ahead run now at second base. And a guy who obviously runs well. Lujo has singled and popped up. Pitch home. Breaking ball lined into left field. Bub Terrell coming on, still coming. Sliding catch by Bub in left. He does it so smooth. Second out of the inning.
Bub had a beat on that from the beginning. He did have to go down, make a slide, but it was a controlled play from the start by Terrell.
And it keeps Jackson at second. Represents a go-ahead run here in the 5th inning. 2 outs for Ryan Wynn. who's had a good weekend, but Petrovic has gotten the better of him twice. Wynn is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Pitch, swing and a miss. Change up down, 0-1. Petrovic has gotten to the floor of the strike zone and even the basement very well today against the Georgia hitters. He's gotten the most swings and misses there, 0-1. Just a little bit low. One and one the count. Petrovic at 86 pitches, a quiet 86 as he works here in the fifth. Looks to second, looks home, 1-1. Curveball swung on and missed, 1-2. Beautiful pitch.
He was at 25 in the first.
He was at, I think, 14 before the first out. All right. Crowd could be a factor here with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Petrovic comes set, the delivery. Bounced up there. Wynn thought about it, didn't offer. It's 2-2. Jackson, the runner at second. He'd be off on contact. 4-4 the score, top of the fifth inning. Petrovic the look in. 8 on the pitch clock. He comes set. And the pitch. Chopper to third. Guevara gloves, throws, out. Nice job by Petrovic after giving off the leadoff single and the stolen base to Jackson. He gets the next 3, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left for Georgia. We're still tied halfway through the regular season finale at Plainsman Park. 4-4 the score. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Two, 3, and 4 hitters up for Auburn in the bottom of the fifth. 4-4 the score. We have a defensive change?
Well, they do. Yeah.
Okay.
After the 25th stolen base of the year for Jackson, he comes out of the ballgame.
All right. Huh.
And I believe that is number 28, Brennan Hudson. Let me double check on that.
Well, or was he just?
No, they have made a change at catcher.
Okay.
I saw the home plate umpire point to the catcher. And Hudson now comes back, and I wonder if he's getting a different mask or the pitch con.
While we find out, we'll tell you the fifth innings presented by Southern Union. You're able to move seamlessly to Auburn to complete your bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the Plains.
Hudson does come in to catch, and he'll take over in the number 2 role in the order for Jackson, who stole his 25th base. As Brad mentioned, he becomes just the 5th player in college baseball to hit 25 homers with 25 stolen bases. Impressive. He does it by the end of the regular season. Who knows what those numbers will be later, huh?
Man. Rembert, Freilich, and Bingaman. 2, 3, and 4 hitters against Caden Aoki, who's thrown 68 pitches so far. Pitch number 69. Rembert shows bunt, can't get it. It was low, and he went after it. 0-1 the count to Chris. Rembert 0 for 2. He's put it in the air twice. Flied to center, flied to right.
Glad Jackson got that stolen base. He's out of the game. It was 3 for 3 with a homer.
Would have let him get it yesterday if we'd have known he wouldn't play today. A 1 pitch to Rembert. Bounced 6 feet in front of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. How much further will Aoki go? They've got a couple of bullpen pieces that are quality they haven't used this weekend.
Including Ishikawa, who we've seen in the field, but just not on the mound.
Right.
We've
He's
not
a guy
seen
that
their
was,
closer yet either.
Right. Ishikawa was the guy loosening earlier. 1-1 to Rembert. Way upstairs, 2-1. Two walks, 3 strikeouts for the Georgia right-hander. 2-1 to Rembert. Swing, ground ball, third baseman slide stop. Phelps back to his feet, double clutches, throws, and Rembert is safe. Good stretch by Callaway at first, but Phelps down to the dirt, spun around, and then couldn't get a grip on the ball, so he double clutched, and that cost him. Rembert beat it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
It's a good job by Callaway to keep it in front of him at first. Ball was hit hard. He went to a knee, spun. The ball almost came out of his glove. That's what caused the double clutch. And then his throw to first and a great stretch by Callaway just to catch it over there.
Frelick. Auburn's trying to get to Aoki here before his tank gets to empty. Pitch. Outside, 1-0. Fell behind, well, he got ahead of Rembert on the bunt attempt, then fell behind 2-1.
Auburn has not led in this series since the 5th inning Thursday night.
We're in the 5th inning. The 5th inning has been a big inning for Auburn. It was again last night. 1-0 pitch. Missed downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Auburn has scored 80 runs in the 5th innings of games this year. They're outscoring opponents about 4-1 in the 5th.
You have called every one of those innings, every one of those 5th innings.
That's true.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
2-0 to the Auburn catcher.
Good
Runner
job.
goes, pitches a strike, throw to second is late, and Rembert swipes his 8th bag of the year.
He got a great jump. That was still closer than I thought it would be at second base.
Yeah, same. Pitch was a strike. It was right down the middle. Counts 2-1. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position with nobody out. A ground ball to the right side gets the runner over. Base hit gets him in. The 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and now it's 2-2. Scoreboard says 3-1, but it's not. It's 2-2. Now they got it.
Oh, that was so Rod Bramblett of you.
Thank you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner at second. Pitch. Bounced up there, 3-2. Some pressure on Aoki. And this is the one area that Auburn can take even another step with the game day environment right now. You got a pitcher who's struggling to get to the end of the outing and just not enough exterior pressure on him right now. 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch to Frelick. Grounded a slider off of his foot, foul, still 3-2. I mean, can you imagine if this place was shaking and deafening and the pressure on Aoki to try to deliver a critical count to a very good hitter in a tight spot. 4-4 the score, bottom of the 5th. Nobody out, Rembert at second. Bingaman on deck. Aoki steps off with 1 on the pitch clock. That's his 1 reset this inning.
Well, Terrell has the home run lead at 14. One ahead of young Chase Frelick right here.
3-2 pitch. Rembert dances away from second. And the delivery. Oh, inside, ball 4. Close, but no cigar for Aoki. 2 on, nobody out.
Second time that Frelick has been walked. And now the guy that's had the best weekend of all for Auburn comes to the plate with an opportunity for the Tigers. Runners at first and second and no one out in the fifth. To repeat, Auburn has not led in this series since the top of the fifth inning Thursday night.
Bingaman has 4 hits in the series. He drove in 4 runs yesterday. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. Corners come in. Middle infielders. Middle depth pitch. Bingaman swings, grounds it. Right side, one play. First baseman throws to the pitcher covering the bag. Runners advance. 2 in scoring position, 1 out. It's the same effectiveness as a sacrifice bunt. Not sending Bingaman up there to bunt.
No, I guarantee you he's disappointed with that swing. It was a cue shot off the right side, but at least you've moved the runners, and that's the most important thing right now.
Right. You've set the table now for Guevara, who has walked and grounded out, and Terrell. Second and third, 1 out.
First baseman up, third baseman still a step or 2 behind the bag.
Can't look to pull here. Got to be okay going the other way, especially against a drawn-in first baseman. Cuts down his range over at first. First pitch to Guevara. Ground ball left side. Shortstop can't get it. 1 run is in. They'll hold Freilich at third. Auburn leads 5-4 on the RBI single by Eric Guevara. Jumped on the first pitch, and the Tigers have the lead.
First hit of the weekend. Hallelujah.
Well, let's hope that pops the top again for EG. And now that ground out by Bingaman, which enabled Guevara to get to third, pays off. Freilich at third, Guevara at first.
Ishikawa is up again in the bullpen for Georgia. So is Justin Bird.
Aoki is up to 81 pitches. Runners at the corners, 1 out for Terrell. Throw to first. Terrell hit it to Moore's Mill last time.
Boy, did he ever. He almost hit it to where Caden's picture is up.
Right.
On the video board in left center.
The very top of the video board. Terrell has walked in, or rather has singled and homered. He's stolen a base. He scored twice. Pitch home. Ooh, fouled back. 89 fastball right at the knees. 0-1 to Terrell. Auburn has taken the lead here in the bottom of the fifth. An RBI single by Eric Guevara, his 47th run driven in this year. 5-4, Tigers lead in the fifth. And Auburn looking for more. 0-1 from Aoki. Missed the outside corner, a ball and a strike.
Good take. Really good take.
No, but if they continue, it is, you're right. And if they continue to pitch him away, again, the emphasis on going the other way for Bub. He doesn't mind doing that. Homered to left center last night. He's got a lot of room on the right side, though, as they hold the runner. Throw to first. And the speedy Eric Guevara is back to the bag. 5 runs on 8 hits for Auburn. 4 runs, 7 hits, and an error for Georgia. Got a new catcher there if he were to put one in the dirt. Here's the 1-1 to Terrell. Swing and a drive. Right field and deep. Oriach is back. He can't get it. It's into the Georgia bullpen. 3-run homer, Bob Terrell. 15th of the year for DeMarion. And Auburn leads it 8-4. Look at the smile. Look at the pearly whites on Bub as he touches the plate.
Well, his first home run was a majestic bomb off the video board and left. That was a screamer into the bullpen and right. Ooh.
And Auburn will pinch hit for Logan Gregorio. It'll be Eddie Madrigal. Gregorio was 0 for 2. And now a different lefty will take a shot. And will Georgia continue to ride with Aoki once Madrigal? He's been officially introduced. Bub Terrell, 3 for 3 with 2 home runs. Does he have a 2-homer game this year?
Well, he's homered in 3 of his last 4 at bats.
Yeah.
How about that?
And nope, that will do it. Wes Johnson is out. And we said going into the inning, Andy, that this felt like a chance with Aoki nearing his finish line. Could Auburn give him a boost past that finish line? Could they do something against him before he exited? And I'll say they have. Another 5th inning onslaught for Auburn. 4 more runs here in this 5th inning.
It's a Bradford T inning.
It's just, look, it's our structure. That's all.
Bradford T.
New pitcher coming into the game for Georgia. Let's talk Pepper Tree.
Please.
Pepper Tree pitching change. For a new level of taste, Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection and the finest cuts of meat, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn and Montgomery. Online, visit steaksandwine.com. Steaks, the letter N, wine.com. Auburn 8, Georgia 4. Bulldogs make a Pepper Tree pitching change.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Pepper Tree pitching change for Georgia. Second time that we've seen Kenny Ishikawa in this series, but the first time as a pitcher. Number 14, left-handed pitcher, 5'11", 193. A sophomore, transfer from Seattle University, originally out of Yokohama, Japan, with a major in sociology. I'm not kidding, that's what it says. Ishikawa this season, 1-1, an ERA of 13.5. This will be his 10th appearance and his 4th in relief. 14 innings, 22 runs, 21 earned on 20 hits. 19 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's given up 2 homers. And opponents are hitting .339 against Kenny Ishikawa. 0-1 in the SEC with an ERA of 21. This will be his 6th appearance and his 2nd in relief. 6 innings, 14 runs on 11 hits. 6 strikeouts, 8 walks, a homer. And the league is hitting .407. Sing it. Sing it. Ishikawa, league is hitting .407. You sing it, Freddie Mercury.
6th 3-hit game of the year for Bub Terrell, and the 12th in his career.
For Aoki today, 4 1/3 innings, gave up 8 runs all earned on 9 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 84 pitches, 49 for strikes. A young man that came in 8-0 on the season. We don't know if he will have his first loss at the end of the day, but he will not get his 9th win here today.
That's right. Eddie Madrigal comes to the plate. He pinch hits. Madrigal hitting .250 on the year with a homer and 6 RBIs. .237 in SEC play. No homers and 4 driven in. Was 0 for 2 with a walk Thursday in the opener. Did not play yesterday. First left-handed pitcher of the weekend for Georgia is Ishikawa. And he deals, and Madrigal swings and misses, 0-1.
Fastball at 90 from the lefty, Ishikawa.
1 out. 4 in here in the 5th. It's 8-4 Auburn. Madrigal waits in the pitch. Missed outside, a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson out of the game for Georgia. Hudson behind the plate. And the 1-1. Bounced up there, off speed, 2-1. Cade Ballou waits on deck. And a left-handed heavy lineup for the Tigers today. Pitch. There's a strike, inner half at the knees, and now the count evens at 2-2.
Shift is on now.
Yeah. Third baseman Phelps goes over where the second baseman would normally be, and Wynn drifts into shallow right field. 2-2 pitch. Madrigal takes a third strike on the inside corner. Crowd didn't think so. Eddie didn't think so. Front door breaking ball to the lefty. Auburn's DH spot today, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Here's Cade Ballou. He has hit it to deep center field twice. Really good swings from Cade today. First time drove in a run, a sacrifice fly. Second time missed a home run by about 2 feet. First pitch against the lefty Ishikawa to Ballou is outside, ball 1. 4 runs in the inning. Rembert singled to start it. He stole second. Fralick walked. Bingaman grounded to first, moved the runners over. 1-0 to Ballou. Swing and a fly ball to right field. Oriach is back. He's hit the track. First home run of the year for Cade Ballou. Auburn leads 9-4. He flirted with homers in his first 2 at-bats. He closed the deal that time. Homer to deep right for Cade Ballou. How about that? He had maybe the best at-bat of the night last night, Andy, during the 5th inning. Fell behind 0-2, worked it full, couple of foul balls, eventually an RBI single, and he's had 3 fantastic swings today. And he is mobbed by his teammates in the dugout.
They gave him the silent treatment initially.
Yeah. First home run of the year for Cade Ballou. Now Brandon McCrane, the right-handed hitter. First pitch slipped. Slipped and went to the backstop.
Second RBI of the day for Cade. Let's not forget that sacrifice fly in Auburn's 3-run second.
Mm. 404 feet. The homer for Cade Ballou. 1-0. McCrane takes it for a strike. 1-1. 8th man to bat in the 5th inning. Another 5-run 5th.
Cannot score enough runs against this team.
I got an idea. Let's call next inning the 5th. 1-1. Bounced up there, 2-1. When I turn it over to you to start Auburn's first game in the SEC tournament, I may call that the 5th inning. We just call them all the 5th.
Okay. Whatever works, big dog.
Auburn will run rule everybody if you just call every inning the 5th. 85 runs in the 5th innings this year. 2-1. Missed the inside corner, and now it's 3-1 to McCrane. Brandon McCrane, who, oh, by the way, is 2 for 2 today with a single and a double.
Second single in the second came with 2 outs and tied the game.
3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4. McCrane walks. He's been on base all 3 times. Love seeing that. I mentioned it last time, so this will be the last time I mention, but he really struggled the first 2 games of the series. 4 strikeouts and 2 foul outs to the catcher. Today, 2 for 2, an RBI. Been on base all 3 times, has turned the lineup over beautifully for Mason, who steps in now. 9th man to bat in the 5th inning. McCrane takes up the left-handed batter's box. First pitch to him, floats in for a strike. It's 0-1. McCrane is doubled. He is struck out. He grounded out to the second baseman on a ball that would have been an RBI single up the middle had it not glanced off the pitcher. 0-1 pitch. Bounced. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's good block by Hudson. Just in the ball game in this inning.
And he's getting a workout. Ishikawa's put 3 or 4 in the dirt. 2 outs. Brandon at first. Here's the 1-1 to Mason. Missed the outside corner, 2-0. The 6'3 McCrane is at first base. The 6'6 McCrane is at the plate. Auburn leads 9-4. We are in the 5th. Pitch. Missed inside. That floats. 69 miles an hour. Nice take from McCrane. Hitters count. Ishikawa ready. Plants and fires. Swing and a miss. Pass ball at 90. And now the count's full, and Brandon will get a head start. First baseman Callaway backs off. Payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. Good take. Back-to-back walks after the home run. Brandon to second, Mason to first, and now Rembert, who started the inning, comes back up. Interested to see how Georgia, there comes Wes Johnson, so Ishikawa probably on his way out. Very interested to see how Georgia plays this down the stretch. They've already taken Jackson out of the ball game.
The catcher.
The catcher. They're not going to play until, when does the 1 seed play? Thursday or Friday?
I think it's Thursday.
Friday.
Oh, it is a Friday?
Yeah, the one play. No, it is Thursday. Okay. So they're not going to play till deep next week anyway. And with Auburn leading 9-4 here in the 5th, still plenty of ball game to go, especially the way they hit it. We'll sort all that out later. It's another Pepper Tree pitching change for the Georgia Bulldogs with runners at first and second and 2 out. Details on a Pepper Tree pitching change after you hear this.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Right-hander number 5, Justin Bird, is on in this Pepper Tree pitching change for Georgia. 6'2", 203. A redshirt junior from Bogart, Georgia, transferred from South Carolina Aiken. Bird this year, 3-2, a 4.21 ERA. This will be his 21st appearance. And that will take the lead for Georgia in appearances with his 20th in relief. He is their closer. 6 saves for Bird. 47 innings, 22 runs on 35 hits, 60 strikeouts, only 9 walks. He has surrendered 12 home runs, and opponents are hitting 200 against Bird. In Southeastern Conference play, 3-2 with a 5.23 ERA, making his 15th relief appearance. 5 of his 6 saves have come in the league. 32 2/3 innings, 19 runs, 28 hits. 45 strikeouts. I didn't know that's what they were showing. 8 walks up there, 10 home runs, 222 the average. I didn't know that was the Eagle up there doing that.
Freddie Mercury's voice and the Golden Eagle.
Well, it's appropriate.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's outstanding. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. I'll tell you what, it's loud now. Auburn has scored 5 times in the 5th inning to bust open a tie game. Bub Terrell has hit his 2nd home run of the day, and Cade Ballou has hit his 1st home run of the season, all a part of this 5th inning.
In Athens, by the way, that Auburn-Ohio State match about to begin, will begin
15 minutes.
4:30 our time. In the semifinals of the Women's NCAA Tennis Championships.
Rembert started the inning with a single. First pitch to him from Bird. Breaking ball, caught the outside corner for strike 1. 9-4. With so much time to go. Keep swinging it, fellas. 0-1 delivery. Swing and a foul back.
95.
Cut. Yep, the velocity's back with their primary closer in there.
Well, not playing till next Thursday. I mean, this is kind of a bullpen for Bird, and if they get back in the ball game, all the better.
Right.
It doesn't take much for this ball club, this Georgia team, to get back in a 9-4 game.
Here's the 0-2. To Rembert. Spin, throw back to second. Little lollipop over there. Brandon McCrane had himself a healthy little lead over there at second base, especially with how close Wynn was playing to the bag. So Georgia tries to shorten that. Here's the 0-2. Rembert swings, fouls it away, spoiled a good pitch. Fouled it off the end of the bat, breaking ball.
Final game of the regular season in the SEC, Kentucky and Arkansas on a wild one. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Arkansas 12, Kentucky 11.
They just tied it up. They just scored another run. Kentucky's come all the way back, 12-12. Arkansas scored 10 in the first inning.
Well, can't score enough in this one.
Yeah. Another 0-2 to Rembert. He held up. He didn't chase one that was low, 1-2.
Bottom or top of the 6th, Alabama at home leads Ole Miss 6-2. Texas 8, Missouri 2. Bottom of the 5th in Austin. Bottom of the 6th in Baton Rouge, 6-4. Florida leads LSU.
The 1-2 pitch to the Auburn second baseman. Bird looks home and fires. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Brandon McCrane is waved home. He will score. Mason heads to third on the play. Auburn leads 10-4. RBI single, Chris Rembert, his 40th run driven in this year. On a 1-2 pitch, back where it came from. Brandon scored easily, and Mason never hesitated on his way to third. They're at the corners, still with 2 down, and Chase Freilich to the plate for the second time in this inning.
Bottom of the 5th in Norman, 9-3. Oklahoma leads at Tennessee. Finals, A&M a 7-6 win over Mississippi State, and Vanderbilt a 5-3 win against South Carolina today.
Here's Freilich. First pitch to Chase. Inside corner for a strike. Change up at 84. Freilich walked and scored earlier this inning. He's walked twice today. 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. A lot of room right side. They hold the runner at first. And they throw back to first, and Rembert is back. Chris has stolen 1 base already this inning. A 2-hit day for Rembert. It's his 3rd 2-hit game in the last 4. Good week for Chris. 0-1 pitch. Misses downstairs, maybe a little out, 1-1. Couple of off-speed pitches to start the at-bat to the Auburn catcher. Justin Bird. They've spread out their saves among about 5 different guys, but Bird leads the team. 1-1 pitch to Freilich. Fastball fouled up the left side. Into the Yeti yard. Packed out on a gorgeous day. This is just prototypical May weather in Alabama. Warm, sunny, beautiful. Auburn leads 10-4 in the bottom of the 5th. 6 runs here in the 5th to take the lead. Bird stretches and delivers. Swing, fouled away left side. That one will get into the green chair back seats. 2 different levels of fans had chances to make that catch.
Horribly fumbled over
Nobody did it. Yeah, it's got to get on it over there. If anybody's listening on live sports radio, let's pick up the group.
We say behind the screen.
Yeah, still a ball, 2 strike. And pitch to Freilich. Runner goes from first, pitches up and away, and they do not throw down to second. Rembert takes second without a throw. 9th stolen base of the year.
All right, base
second
hit gives you 2 more.
Yep. Count on Freilich, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, both in scoring position. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. But Auburn sends 11 to the plate. Yeah, they deserve a big ovation here. 11 to the plate in the 5th inning. Auburn scores 6 times, 2 homers in the inning. 6 hits, no errors, and 2 left. That was a long bottom of the 5th, but we'll take it. It was a productive bottom of the 5th. It was a 30-minute bottom of the 5th inning. 10-4, Auburn through 5. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Alex Petrovic just waited 30 minutes in the dugout while his team scored 6 runs on 6 hits in the 5th inning. More 5th inning magic for the Tigers, who now lead Georgia 10-4, by far their largest lead of the weekend and their first lead since the midpoint of Game 1 Thursday. Georgia will send the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to the plate against Alex Petrovic. Petrovic, who is at 89 pitches to open the 6th. If you could get through 6 with Petro, here's the pitch to Archimon. That's downstairs, 1-0. And then have Hetzler come out for the 7th. Maybe he gets 7, 8, and 9. Or maybe he gets 7 and 8. And then Sanders can get the 9th. 1-0 pitch. Strike. Oh, they called it a ball. Just off the inside corner, 2-0. Pretty good pitch. Archimon's flat out twice to center field. Auburn plays him in the shift immediately. 3 infielders on the right side, only 1 on the left. That's Guevara playing where the shortstop would be. 2-0 to Archimon. Lifts it into left. Bub Terrell in 1 step and to his right. He makes the catch. Had him played perfectly. 1 away. And now Bryce Callaway to the plate. Callaway is walked and he's flied to center. Let's try to make some sense out of the games that are left in the SEC. Auburn has tiebreakers over Arkansas. First the pitch to Callaway, fouled away. Has a tiebreaker over Florida, but if Florida wins today at LSU, Gators will finish a game ahead of Auburn. If both Auburn and Florida win, then Florida would be the 5 and Auburn would be the 6. Pitch inside, nearly hit Callaway. A ball and a strike to the big Georgia first baseman. An Auburn win and a Florida loss, and Auburn would be the 5. 1-1. Swing and a foul at the plate. 1-2 the count with a 7-hole hitter. The 5 seed would play at 1 o'clock Central on Wednesday in Hoover. Be an afternoon game for the 5 seed. The 6 seed would play the late game. That's the 8 p.m. Central game on Wednesday. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Shift to the left against the right-handed hitting first baseman, the pitch. A little bit up, a little bit in, 2-2. Callaway walked in the 2nd, got all the way over to 3rd, was thrown out at home and a ground ball to 2nd. The 2-2. Fastball grounded to short. McCrane gloves, throws out. Good stretch by Bingaman, 2 down. And that's where the shift comes into play there. McCrane right at him as he played in the shift. A little further to the right of where he'd normally be. And 2 up, 2 down. 5 in a row retired by Petrovic. Colby Branch, the hitter, he has doubled and grounded out. First pitch to Branch. Breaking ball. Oh, good pitch. Called a ball low. SEC tournament, all 16 teams go, single elimination. And when you advance to the quarterfinals, the 1-0 pitch, pulled foul left side, 1-1 to the Georgia shortstop. You play either Thursday or Friday. You have 4 games Tuesday, 4 games Wednesday, 2 Thursday, 2 Friday. So if you're the 5 seed, you would play Wednesday. Win Wednesday, you'd play Thursday. If you win Thursday, you wouldn't play again until Saturday. Up and in on a fastball to Branch. It's now 2-1. If you're the 6th seed, you'd play Wednesday. If you win, you'd play Thursday. I'm sorry, you'd play then Friday. You go Wednesday to Friday. 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 6th seed would play Wednesday and Friday and Saturday, so you get Thursday off. And then the 2 semifinal games on Saturday and the championship Sunday at the Hoover Met. Looking forward to seeing a big, big, big turnout of orange and blue at the Hoover Met. Here's the 2-2 to Branch. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Petrovic looking for his second 1-2-3 inning of the game. Would be a fine way to close out this outing. He's at 102 pitches. And this is a perfect Alex Petrovic type of game. He hasn't been perfect. He's had to kind of trudge through traffic a few times. But he's just been unflappable. It was 2-0, 2 batters into the ball game. And he's responded. Here's the 2-2 to Branch. High and tight with a fastball. It's 3-2. Hetzler in the bullpen. Ready to go in the 7th. Auburn wants to pass the baton to him cleanly. Here comes some in the crowd. Shift to the left. Branch waits. Pitch. Grounded foul. Past the third base coach. Off the wall into left field. Petrovic trying to empty the tank. His team leads 10-4. Auburn's out hit Georgia 11-7. Tigers have only lost a couple of times this year when out hitting the opponent. Top of the 6th. Always from the stretch. Petro ready again, the delivery. Little tapper, left side. Guevara fields, throws on the run. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Alex Petrovic. An exclamation point to the 14th start of the year for the team captain. It's 10-4 Tigers through 5.5. Whether you're planting a tree or tackling a backyard project, don't risk a penalty. Contact Alabama 811 before you dig to get your underground utilities marked for free. Visit al811.com or call 811. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. 10-4 Tigers. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn comes to bat in the 6th. Bingaman, Guevara, Terrell, middle third of the order due up against Justin Bird. Auburn leads 10-4. We have some defensive changes. I don't know. Yep.
One of those is Scott Newman to center field.
Pitch. Called strike. So is Lujo at second now? Yep. Lujo goes from center to second. Wynn goes from second to short. Branch out of the game. 0-1. Ground ball to short. Chance over there for Wynn. His first try at short. Ball comes right to him, and he throws out Bingaman for the first out in the 6th inning. So Branch out of the game. Wynn from second to short. Lujo from center to second. And Newman to center. So Auburn says, hello, Newman. Eric Guevara to the plate. An RBI single his last time up. His first hit of the weekend was a productive one. He scored twice today. Walked in the 2nd and scored. Drove in a run, scored a run last inning. First pitch, high strike, call 0-1. 10-4 Tigers, bottom of the 6th inning. Final game of the regular season. 0-1. Swing, ground ball, left side, base hit. Guevara with hits in his last 2 trips to the plate. That's a great sign as this team gets ready to go into the postseason.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
He was just on a flat-out tear in the month of April. Hit nearly 500 in the month of April. And had hit the ball hard against Texas A&M, but couldn't find open spots on the field. Struggled the first couple of games of this series, but been on base 3 times today. Hits in his last 2 at-bats. A 1-out single, and now Bub Terrell. Talk about a day. 3 for 3, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Pitch. Strike, inside corner, 0-1. He's at over 800 feet, I believe, or close to 800 feet of combined home run footage. 0-1. Missed inside. Bird may have slipped a little bit. He stumbled on the follow-through. Still had 94 on that fastball down and in. 1-1 to Bub Terrell. I think he's a prime candidate for a spot on the Regions Bank postgame show today. 1-1. Low. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's homered to left center off the video board, and he's homered to right. Bird is the 3rd pitcher of the day for Georgia. His 2-1 is on the way. Swing, pulled, just ripped foul off the right side. Thankfully, the net is there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, Guevara at first. Auburn leads 10-4. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bird comes set. And the right-hander delivers. Fouled up the left side. Oh, between the wickets of Carl Nonemaker at third. The nimble Carl Nonemaker.
Oh, he's going to hear about that.
Yeah.
From a lot of people,
sure
including you and I.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hearing it now from people in the front row.
Yes,
but
he is.
That's not the last he'll hear of it. That's why you do your stretching before the game, boys and girls.
And he does. I've watched him.
Yes, he does, yeah. Still 2-2.
He is catching it.
He's talking to him now in the front row. That's great. Oh, man. All right, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Way upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's fun to be up 6 in the 6th inning. Bub Terrell. 3-ball, 2-strike count. What does he get from Bird? Does Bird trust a slider down and in? Payoff pitch. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw to second. Tag applied. And dropped. Ball dropped.
Sure did.
By Wynn. And so Guevara has a stolen base. Terrell is down on strikes. First time they've gotten him out. But Guevara swipes second, his 3rd stolen base of the season.
I think if he holds on to the ball, he's out.
I do too. The throw was right on target. But Wynn dropped the ball. And now a base hit adds to the Auburn lead. Eddie Madrigal struck out his first time. This is his second at bat. Gregorio started as the DH. Madrigal came in last inning, struck out. Now gets his second at bat of the game, and he swings and lines the first one up the left side, over the net, into the Yeti yard. 0-1. Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. With their spacious cancer center, patients make cancer a distant memory instead of that distant drive. That's why East Alabama Health is Auburn's home field advantage. Bird straightens up, comes set at the belt, looks home and delivers, and misses high. Ball and a strike. Last year, Auburn went to Ole Miss, dropped the first 2 games of that series, won the finale behind like a 5-inning outing from Ryan Hetzler out of the bullpen. 1-1. Missed the breaking ball, upstairs and out. 2-1 to count.
And Hetzler's up in the Auburn pen right now.
Won't likely need him to go as long today. Alex Petrovic over 100 pitches, 6 innings of work. I think if Hetzler could get 9, that'd be great. If he could get 6 or 7, and then Sanders could be available again for Auburn today.
I don't know if they would go to Sanders in that spot, Brad, just because of the SEC tournament. You still haven't used Abe Chancellor this weekend.
Right. And I only mention that because Coach Thompson mentioned in his pregame
yes,
with
he
you.
Has. Just don't know if it's the same situation here.
2-1 pitch, popped up. Left side, foul ground. Third baseman Phelps is over. Will he have room? Will it stay in play? Yes, is the answer. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Auburn gets a 1-out single from Guevara, but that's it. No runs, no errors, and Guevara stranded. We've played 6. Ryan Hetzler is coming into the ball game. His numbers when we come back. 10-4, Tigers in front over Georgia. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Enjoy baseball and softball season on the Plains with live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance. Auburn Sports Network broadcasts are available with no delay at both Plainsman Park and Jane B. Moore Field. Every grand slam, stolen base, and strikeout, yours with no delay. Look for the live sports radio kiosk around the ballpark. Live sports radio lets you take the broadcast with you at every football game, plus home men's and women's basketball games, baseball and softball. Live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Auburn 10, Georgia 4. Ryan Hetzler is on after 6 really quality innings from Alex Petrovic today. Petrovic, 4 runs, 7 hits, only 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 105 pitches, 73 strikes, 6 innings of work for Alex Petrovic. He can win it, he cannot lose it, and on is Ryan Hetzler, the junior right-hander from Corona, California, 5'11", 176. Hetzler 4-1 with 2 saves in 15 outings this year. 22 in the third innings, 24 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned. He's only walked 3, and he has struck out 19. 4-1 with a 2.82 ERA. Teams are batting 282 against Hetzler with 5 doubles and 4 home runs in SEC play. Hetzler 2-1, a 2.30 ERA with a save in 9 appearances. Teams hitting 305 against the Auburn right-hander. Let's turn it back over to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Cole Johnson is the first one to face Hetzler, and he gets a fastball on the outside corner for strike one. Nice job in the middle innings, Bradford. Nicely done.
Listen, the bats came alive in those middle innings.
You did your part. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball into shallow right field. Rember thought about it, but
Yeah.
he gives way to Mason McCrane out and right for the out.
He could have gotten there, too. It was Mason's play. But remember, you could have had a traditional fly out to right field go F4.
And that'll bring Trey Phelps to the plate. Single to lead off the game. He scored in the first. A sacrifice fly in the second. A ground out in the fourth. Hetzler, the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss by Phelps. (10-4) Tigers lead it. We're in the top of the seventh. Hetzler, the wind and the pitch. It bounces up there. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Phelps. Just a fabulous day of work for Alex Petrovic. You can see why this team believes in that young man.
Yeah, 2-0, 2 batters into the ball game.
1-1. Phelps takes it outside, 2-1.
And he just doesn't let anything rock it. The boat never rocks.
And then typically Auburn responds to that from an offensive standpoint.
That's right.
Yeah. 2 balls and a strike to count to Phelps. Wind in the pitch. Phelps got jammed. He fouls it out of play right side. That one into the area just below the 984 club.
And near the team shop out there.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Phelps. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the seventh with Auburn leading 10-4. Hetzler looks over the top of that glove. He winds, he fires. Swing and a fly ball into deep right. Long run from McCrane. And it is off the bottom of the wall, and Phelps is around first base on his way to second with a double. It hit the bottom of the fencing out there, and it is his 9th double of the year.
An opposite field deep drive.
And that'll bring Brennan Hudson to the plate.
A lot of power from Phelps. And Ryan Black comes in to run for Phelps. So they're taking starters out of the game here in the back half.
Here's Brennan Hudson, the catcher. First pitch to him. Outside, ball 1. Hudson came on to catch after Jackson stole his 25th base back in the 5th. Pitch on the way. Hudson takes it outside. 2 balls and no strikes to count.
On the Ellowood scoreboard, they have 2 innings to go in Baton Rouge. Florida leads LSU 6-4. If Florida wins and Auburn wins, Tigers will be the 6th seed in the tournament.
2-0 to Hudson. Fouled back. Good cut. 2 balls and a strike. Thank you, Jacob.
That 6th seed would play Wednesday night at 8 Central, if things are on schedule.
Okay. 2 balls and a strike to Hudson. Hetzler comes set in the pitch. High and away. 3 balls and a strike. Black at second, taking over for Phelps after Phelps double. 3 balls and a strike to count to Hudson, the pitch. And he walked him as he missed upstairs. And O'Shaughnessy, Michael O'Shaughnessy, comes up to pinch hit for Oriach.
O'Shaughnessy started the first 2 games of the weekend at first base. He is 1 for 9 with 4 strikeouts on the weekend.
Left-handed hitter with runners at first and second, and 1 out here in the 7th inning. It's a 10-4 ball game. Stretch in the pitch. O'Shaughnessy sends one into right. not deep. Underneath it, McCrane, runner at second, tags. He will not go. Look at this throw.
Smart decision.
All the way to the bag.
Wow. Wow.
From McCrane. I think he knew that Black wasn't going to go, so he unleashed a throw to third.
Man.
2 outs.
That was a zip line from right to the third base bag.
Now 2 outs and another pinch hitter. This will be Ty Peoples. First time we've seen him this weekend. Peoples batting .257 this year. This is the 16th game that he has played. Left-handed hitter, the pitch from Hetzler. In there for a strike. Lujo was 1 for 3 on the day. Hetzler comes set, runners at first and second, 2 outs. The pitch to Peoples, swing and a miss at a fastball at 94. 0-2. Ryan off the stretch. Runners get their lead at first and second. The 0-2 pitch to Peoples, and he fouls it out of play off the left side. Peoples batting .267, no homers. He has 3 runs batted in. Freshman out of Livonia, Georgia, Franklin County High School. Another 0-2 pitch. Blocked by Fralick at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes now to Peoples.
Lujo had just moved from center field to second base, so I guess Peoples, wouldn't be surprised if Peoples stays in there defensively at second.
Hetzler comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Peoples. Missed the outside corner, 2-2.
Hetzler's outing last week in Starkville was shortened by the fact that Auburn broke out the bats, run ruled them, shortened the game.
2-2 to Peoples. Fouled it back. 94 on the radar gun from Hetzler. A new supply of baseballs to Derek Malika.
They're jumping around a bit, back to the Yellowwood scoreboard. Florida's added 2 runs in the top of the 8th at LSU. Gators lead that 8-4 in the 8th.
2-2 the count to Peoples. The pitch. Fouled it back again. He's just seeing fastballs right now from Hetzler. Two balls and 2 strikes to Ty Peoples, getting his first at bat of the weekend. Hetzler shakes off a sign. Comes set at the belt. 2-2 pitch. Another fastball, 94, and Peoples has done a good job to foul it off.
Yeah, they worked 21 pitches out of Hetzler here in the 7th.
Black from second and Hudson from first. 2-2 pitch on the way. Peoples out, throw a snap throw to first. Oh, it gets away from Bingaman, and Black will go to third. Bingaman wasn't getting to the bag to cover.
Now they'll give Fralick an error on the throw. Bingaman wasn't there.
That was an odd play. I don't know if someone missed a sign or count goes full. It's a throwing error on Fralick. And now a full count to Ty Peoples with Ryan Wynn waiting on deck. Stretch in the 3-2. Peoples fouls it beyond the camera well on the right side.
Wynn doesn't have a hit today, but he's been good this weekend. Let's just see him next inning.
3-2 pitch. Here it is. He walked him. It's a really good at bat by Peoples.
Yep.
And the bases now are loaded for Wynn.
The issue this inning, Hetzler normally gets so much swing and miss with the slider, but he hasn't been able to throw the slider for a called strike, similar to Aoki past the first inning of the game, the Georgia starter.
Wynn 0 for 3, but that was all against the starter, Alex Petrovic struck out, grounded out twice to Guevara at third. The bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the 7th. And Hetzer will go off the wind. Wind and delivery to win. High fly ball into deep right field. McCrane is back at the track. He has room. He comes in. He makes the catch. And you can take a deep, big old breath. Thank you. No runs on a hit, no errors, and Georgia leaves the bases loaded. To the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time at Plainsman Park in the regular season finale. Auburn 10, Georgia 4, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Georgia jumped out to a 3-0 lead when Auburn came to the plate in the bottom of the 2nd, but the Tigers got the first 3-man on and tied the game. Georgia got a homer in the 4th to take the lead. Bub Terrell hit a homer to tie it in the 4th. Then Auburn unloaded with 6 runs in the 5th, including another Bub Terrell home run. Alex Petrovic, terrific through 6 innings today. And as Auburn comes to the plate in the bottom half of the 7th, the Tigers will send the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate with a 10-4 lead.
Defensive changes for Georgia. Peoples stays in the game, but he's in right field. Black stays in the game. He's at second. And O'Shaughnessy stays in the game as the new third baseman. So outfield, Johnson, Newman, Peoples. Third to first, O'Shaughnessy, Wynn, Black, Callaway, and Hudson behind the plate. Let's just get 4 and go home.
Cade Ballou homered in his last at bat and takes the first pitch outside from Bird. Cade 1 for 2 on the day with a couple runs batted in, including, as Brad mentioned, his first home run of the season coming in that 6-run 5th inning. Bird winds in the 1-0. Ballou takes a fastball off the outside edge at 94, 2 balls and no strikes.
A freshman left-hander, Jackson Peavy, loosening for Georgia in the bullpen.
Two balls and no strikes to Ballou. Here's the pitch. Cade takes it down the middle. 2 balls and a strike for the Auburn center fielder. (10-4) Auburn leads it. Tigers about hit the Bulldogs 12-8. Both teams with an error. Bird off the wind of the 2-1. Ballou takes strike 2. A fastball at 93. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Ballou, then the McCrane brothers, Brandon and Mason, the scheduled 3 for Auburn in the 7th, with the Tigers on top 10-4. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Ballou chops it foul into the dugout for Georgia. Listen to all things SEC, including live games and SEC this morning. Tune to SiriusXM SEC Radio Channel 374, streaming on the Sirius XM app. Bird at 28 pitches in his relief outing, and the 2-2. Ballou went after a high fastball and came up empty. And that'll bring Brandon McCrane to the plate. He's got a good afternoon. Singled home a run in the 2nd. That tied the game. Doubled in the 4th. Walked and scored in the 5th. Tigers lead at 10-4. Wind and pitch. Chopper over the pitcher. to the shortstop. Put it in your back pocket. He's safe at first. A 3-hit day for Brandon McCrane. That ball hit in front of the mound. It bounced over the head of Bird. Wynn tried to come in and make something of it, but McCrane runs too well, and he's at first with a 3-hit day, and his brother Mason comes to the plate.
For McCrane, that is his 7th 3-hit game of the season.
And now Mason to the plate for Auburn. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. He's been on base twice. Stretch by Bird in the pitch. It drops low for ball 1. They're underway in the SEC or the NCAA Final Four in Athens, Georgia for Auburn women's tennis. Tigers on top in 2 of the doubles matches right now, trying to get that all-important doubles point before the match goes to the singles play. Stretch by Bird in the 1-0. It misses low and inside. The winner of that match gets the winner of Georgia and Texas A&M in Athens, 3 of the 4 Final Four teams from the Southeastern Conference. Two 2-0 the count to Mason McCrane. Brandon McCrane gets his lead. The pitch. Mason chops it through the right side. It's a base hit. Brandon hits the bag at second, but will hold up there. Oh, then the ball is dropped, and now both McCranes are on their way. Safe at second base. The right fielder, Peoples, dropped the ball. Brandon was going to stop at second, but when that ball was dropped, both McCranes went on their way to the next bag.
Man, heads up base running, especially by Mason there, because he's watching, and as soon as Peoples didn't get the ball cleanly, as soon as he dropped the ball, man, Mason turned on the jets. He kicked it into another gear to get into second base.
And now here is Chris Rembert. 2 for 4 on the day with an RBI. Tigers lead 10-4 in the bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Stretched by Bird, the pitch. Rembert pops it up. Right side and out of play. Had a hanger there and couldn't get on top of it. 0-1.
Florida leads LSU now 9-4 in the top of the 8th inning in Gainesville. Talked about LSU saving its starters for Hoover. That could affect Auburn. Auburn could very well see LSU. If the Tigers are the 6th seed, they play the winner of the 11-14 matchup. LSU will be the 14 in Hoover.
0-1 to Rembert, the pitch. Chris jammed and fouled it off the right side out of play. 0-2.
The 11, we understand, very likely Oklahoma. It could possibly be Vanderbilt.
Well,
it could be Kentucky.
If it's Vanderbilt or LSU, they're playing for their lives in the NCAA tournament.
That's right.
0-2 the count again to Rembert. Bird stretches. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out in the Auburn 7th. The pitch. High, ball 1. If things stay the way they are right now and finish, Auburn plays the final game on Wednesday.
Correct.
That 8 o'clock game, which rarely starts at 8 o'clock. 1-2 to Rembert. Stretch and the pitch. Swing, drive into the gap in left center field. It's down for a base hit, and 2 runs will score. Brandon McCrane, Mason McCrane, Rembert with his 3rd RBI of the day, and the Tigers lead 12-4. That's a 3 for 5 day for Rembert. Guevara, a couple base hits today. Brandon McCrane, 3 for 3 today.
3 players with 3-hit games. Bub Terrell has 3. Brandon McCrane has 3. And now Rembert has 3.
And here's Freilich with a runner at first base, and Auburn on top by 8 here in the bottom of the 7th. Stretch in the pitch. Freilich takes it inside, and Rembert's off with the pitch, and he's in for his 3rd stolen base today.
Nice.
How about that?
You talking about Chris, Ricky, Henderson, Rembert?
When's the last 3 stolen base day for Auburn? He's at second base now. Pitch was a strike to Freilich. Stretch by Bird. And the 0-1 pitch as Rembert gets his lead at second base. Here it is. Freilich takes it low. A ball and a strike. Well, Auburn's won some ball games in their final games of series in run rule fashion. They did that last Saturday, a week ago today at Mississippi State.
Georgia's been run ruled twice this year. That's it.
1-1 to Freilich, swing on a fly ball to center. Back, Newman. Track, he's there, he makes the catch. Rembert tags, and he will go to third on the play. Well, Freilich came within an eyelash and ended it, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He and Ballou can go commiserate about the ones they almost hit out today. And then Cade can say, but then I got one.
And there's Ethan Bingaman. 1 for 4 on the day.
What did he do in Auburn's last home series finale?
3 homers and ended the ball game with a home run in a run rule fashion.
Oh, yes.
Rembert at third, 2 outs, the pitch to Bingaman. Swing, drive, left field, long run for the left fielder. It's off the wall. Rembert scores. Bingaman is digging for second. He's in with a double. And the Tigers lead 13-4. It's the 7th double of the year for Bingaman.
Ball was absolutely scalded, but when Johnson had trouble picking it up cleanly, no chance for anything other than a double for Bingaman there.
And now here's Guevara, and you're a base hit away perhaps from ending this one today.
If the game ends early, this inning, next inning, whatever, for our affiliates down the line, we will get all of our local breaks in before we go to the Regions Bank postgame show.
Guevara is 2 for 3 on the day, has singled in his last 2 at-bats. Pitch, strike on the outside corner. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. Wind Creek Casino, find your winning moment. 0-1 pitch to Guevara. Here it is. It misses outside. 1-1 the count.
Georgia Tech and Texas A&M are the only teams to run rule Georgia this year.
A 1-1 count to Guevara. Bingaman gets his lead at second base. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Guevara couldn't hold up on a fastball up in the strike zone, and he's behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Base hit would give Auburn a 4th player with a 3-hit game today.
Bingaman leads from second. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Guevara. The stretch and the pitch. Swing, and he fouls it back. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Bingaman the lead down at second. Guevara open stance from the right side, awaits this 1-2 pitch from Bird. Long look in, pitch clock at 2 as Bird comes home. Upstairs, 2-2 the count. Auburn can end it right here, leading by 9, 13-4. Bird comes set. Now the 2-2. Guevara reaches down and fouls it again out of play off the right side.
That's a second good swing, spoiling a pitch with 2 strikes to keep the at-bat going.
Walked and scored in the second, tapped back to the pitcher in the third, singled home a run and scored in the 5th, singled and stole a base in the 6th. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Auburn third baseman. Has raised his average to .338 as Bird comes set and the pitch. Guevara sends one into center. Newman to his left makes the catch, and we will go to the 8th. 3-run score for Auburn in the 7th. We go to the 8th. The Tigers lead it by a score of 13-4. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for a street legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off Oblaka Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville, they've been raising the bar since 2012 in golf car sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Cars is full service for all your golf car needs, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as E-Z-GO, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCars.com today and drive different. Drive Diamond.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
We go to the 8th. Auburn on top by a score of 13-4. The NCAA tennis tournament in Athens. Auburn playing in the semifinals against Ohio State. Tigers have already won a doubles match. They're within a win of picking up the doubles point. Ava Esposito and DJ Bennett on top in number one doubles 5-2. Now it's 5-3, but I think Auburn now goes to serve, and they can get that doubles point. And then they go to the singles and hopefully get 3 more wins there and get ready for the national championship match tomorrow.
You know, you can bid on tennis balls signed by that Auburn tennis team. Just go to wareagleplus.com/auctions.
Cole Koniarski to the plate as a pinch hitter and fouls off the first pitch. I beg your pardon, that's Jack Archimone. Koniarski's on deck, the pitch. A little bit low. (13-4), Tigers lead it. Auburn has out-hit the Bulldogs 16-8. Wind and pitch. Outside from Hetzler. 2 balls and a strike. Archimone 0 for 3. He's flied to center, and flied to left. Wind and the 2-1 pitch. Archimone fouls it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shift is on the right side of the Auburn infield. 2-2 the count to Archimone. Wind and delivery. Into the shift, but right to Rembert. He throws to first for the out. Good to see that that's worked for Auburn defensively today.
Tricky in between hop as it got out to Rembert on the right field grass. He had to field it about chest high, but he did, and handled that really nicely.
And here is number 44, Cole Koniarski, batting in his 19th game of the season. Batting .360 with a homer and 4 runs batted in. 6'4", 219, graduate out of UNLV. Right-hand hitter, the pitch. In there for a strike.
They have gone west for a lot of guys on their roster. Stanford, UNLV, USC.
Yeah, the starter today, a USC transfer. And Aoki, 0-1. Drops it low. Ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. We're in the top of the 8th. Auburn leads it 13-4. Wind and delivery. Ground ball to the left side. 2, the Auburn shortstop, and it has rolled up his arm, and it'll be an error on Brandon McCrane. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Scott Newman, who came on as a defensive replacement in the bottom of the 7th, will get his first at bat. An error on Brandon McCrane. That ball just rolled right up his arm. And Koniarski at first, the pitch. Fastball down the middle from the Auburn closer, Ryan Hetzler. Hetzler peers in, gets his sign. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Guevara to Rembert to Bingaman. Double play. 5-4-3. Inning over. And that's our defensive play of the game. Brought to you by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control provider of the Auburn Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Auburn 13, Georgia 4, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Auburn can end it with a run here in the 8th inning. Tigers lead 13-4 over 5th-ranked Georgia. New pitcher on the mound for the Bulldogs is freshman Jackson Peavy. 6'3", 180, a true freshman from Peach County High School in Macon, Georgia. Peavy this year, 2 appearances, 2 innings, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, no hits or runs allowed. Peavy has not thrown an inning in the SEC. So seldom used true freshman left-hander Jackson Peavy into the game for Georgia. And he will face Terrell, Madrigal, and Ballou.
Koniarski, who came on to hit, goes to right field for Georgia. Peoples moves from right field to second base, and Black goes from second base to first base.
Who's on first?
And Bub Terrell will lead it off here in the 8th. A 3-for-4 day for Bub. Singled, stole a base, and scored in the 2nd. Solo homer in the 4th to tie it, and a home run in Auburn's 6-run 5th. He's also struck out on the day, and he's the first one to face Jackson Peavy. The lefty winds and fires. Terrell takes it high.
Sweeping throwing motion for the youngster.
Bub is homered off the video board in left and into the bullpen in right. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball into center. Back at the track. Center fielder there to make the catch. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Bub with a deep fly ball to center gets a standing ovation as he comes back to the Auburn dugout.
Big Riz.
Yes, indeed.
Caden Combs. What do you think he's up there to try to do?
He's batting .071 this year. No homers and 2 runs batted in for the former offensive guard from high school. Line from Peavy, the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike.
Peavy's other 2 appearances, February 28th against Oakland and April 7th against Presbyterian.
0-1 pitch to Combs. Chopper left side, third baseman has to charge. He fields and he throws. Safe. We dropped the ball. Give him a single.
He was digging.
That's the potential game-ending run right there.
And will they bring in Ty Thompson to run? Yep, they will.
So Combs did his job. And Thompson is out there. And Cade Ballou is at the plate. Ballou has homered today. Pitch to him. In there for a strike to Cade. Sacrifice fly and an RBI in the second. Fly to very deep center in the fourth. Homered in the fifth and struck out in the seventh. Thompson gets his lead at first base. Stretching the pitch. Ballou out in front. A ball and 2 strikes the count. 13-4, Auburn leads it. Runner at first and 1 out in the Auburn 8th. Find a way to chase Thompson home. We can all go home. 0-2 to Ballou. Jam shot, fouls it up the left side and off of the screen. O'Shaughnessy gave chase over there. Cade Naoki went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 8 runs on 9 hits. Alex Petrovic was terrific, especially after the first inning today. He in line to pick up the win. The 0-2 pitch, Cade takes it high. If this stands the way it is, it will be the first loss of the year for Aoki, who came into this game 8-0.
It would make Auburn 9-6 over those final 5 SEC series against top 10 teams.
1-2 outside to Ballou, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Auburn center fielder.
I think this win would also bump the RPI back up to 3.
Thompson leads from first. Stretch in the pitch. Ballou deep to right, but curving and going foul.
Our in-booth associate producer Jacob Hillman has worked out some tiebreaker scenarios down the line. Would you like to hear them?
Yes.
Okay. If Auburn is the 6th seed, it'll play either the 11 or the 14 in the SEC tournament. LSU is the 14. If Oklahoma and Kentucky win today, Kentucky's the 11.
2-2. Outside ball 3.
If Oklahoma wins, Oklahoma is 11. That's if Oklahoma wins and Kentucky loses. If Oklahoma loses and Kentucky wins, Vanderbilt is the 11. Hope everybody has all that now.
3-2 pitch to Ballou. Fouls it out of play. When Texas A&M came from behind to beat Mississippi State today, that clinched the fact that Auburn would not play on the first day of the tournament on Tuesday.
Right.
Auburn can either play at 1 o'clock or 8 o'clock now. 3-2. Ballou takes it inside. He was almost hit. Ballou is aboard with a walk. Ty Thompson goes to second. Here's Brandon McCrane, who's been on base all 4 times today. Singled home a run in the second, was thrown out trying to steal second. Doubled in the 4th, walked and scored in the 5th, singled and scored in the 7th, and Wes Johnson is out. And we will get a Pepper Tree pitching change for the University of Georgia.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
New pitcher for the Bulldogs is Jordan Stevens. 6'4", 210-pound junior right-hander out of Rochelle, Georgia. Number 6, Stevens, 15 appearances, 2 starts. He's 1-0 with an 8.31 earned run average. 17 1/3 innings, 20 hits, 16 runs, 11 walks, 16 strikeouts. He's given up 5 doubles, 2 homers. Teams are batting .290 against Jordan Stevens in the SEC. 5 outings, no record, earned run average of 15. 3 innings, 5 runs on 4 hits and 4 walks. 3 strikeouts, double and a homer, .308 the average against Stevens in SEC play. Stevens in. And Peavy is out after a third of an inning. He faced 3 batters. Got one of them out, gave up a walk to Ballou, and he's out after 3 batters.
Auburn women's tennis is 3 points away of playing for the national championship tomorrow. Ava Esposito and DJ Bennett closed out the #1 singles match with a 6-3 win. Angela Okatai and Myrna Rafat won the other doubles point. I think I'm correct. I'm not certain. I apologize. But Auburn wins the doubles point. Now it moves to the singles. Tigers need 3 more points to play for a national championship tomorrow in Athens, Georgia. Brandon McCrane to the plate for the Tigers. 2 outs here in, I apologize, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Stretch in the pitch. McCrane swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. Ty Thompson, the pinch runner, down at second base for Auburn. And Cade Ballou at first. If either of them come home to score in this inning, the game is over. And the regular season is over. Stretch by Stevens. And the 0-1 inside. Ball and a strike. It's been a terrific day for the McCrane brothers. They've been all over the base paths today for the Tigers. Outfield is playing up. They want a shot to throw out Ty Thompson at the plate. Stretch and pitch. McCrane takes the off speed in there for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Stretch by Stevens and the 1-2 pitch to McCrane. Here it is. A little bit up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He missed the fastball.
McCrane has 1 4-hit game this year. This would be his second if he comes through with a base hit here and ends the ball game.
Enormous hole on the left side of the infield right now for Auburn. 2-2 pitch to Brandon. He swings and drives it to deep left field. Back is Johnson in the canyon, looks up, it's off the wall. Thompson is around third base, he's going to try to score. Here comes the throw, Auburn wins. Brandon McCrane hit it off the canyon in left center, and the Tigers win. Auburn 14, Georgia 4. Stay tuned, friends, this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the Auburn Athletics app, powered by War Eagle Mobile. Buy tickets, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and manage your War Eagle Plus subscription. And listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Auburn ends the regular season on a high note. The Tigers run away from Georgia, winning today by a score of 14-4. A walk-off double by Brandon McCrane, who goes 4 for 4 on the day. On base all 5 times he was at the plate. Scored Ty Thompson from second base, and the Tigers win it, improving to 36-18 on the season. And Auburn finishes the regular season in the SEC at 17-13. Stay tuned, a victorious Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest